these guys are right. Like, he has such a bad reputation in this town that they literally made a PSA.
I feel like I should have had to pay for that. That was so iconic.
And
Was the paparazzi inside Disneyland?
yeah.
No. Not
that's
having to buy the
wild.
fast pass for the shot. That's crazy.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hey guys, welcome back to Just Trish. Today, we're keeping spooky October going into spooky November.
I love that.
Yeah, we're just costumes all the time.
I want to cosplay literally year round with you guys, so like I love that.
We're here with Tana Mojo and Holly Madison. We've been so surreal to see you guys sitting across from me in the platinum blonde wigs. I feel like, I hate to do the reference, but like Girls Next Door. I feel like we're Girls Next Door, but like 2024.
But just literally 2024
yeah,
edition.
it's crazy. Oh my God, it's so fun. I actually have so much fun.
We've been together for like literally like 8 hours. We're so hardworking, first of all. Whoever says influencers aren't hardworking didn't see us today. No, I'm
And
just
we
kidding.
really were hustling the TikToks, the photo shoots, the podcasts.
It's been a content day and it's been
Got
so good.
so much done.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for doing the podcast. I kind of snuck the podcast in because we were already glamming and stuff, and I was kind of like, do you guys want to just like casually do the podcast?
Always down though. Always down to come sit on this couch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's so much to talk about. There's so much. Where do we begin? We were gonna talk about everything.
I know, I'm like, what did we talk? Who did we talk about today? Like,
I feel like we've been pretty good. I feel
Yeah.
like there's been no drama.
no, today was like first of all, I think that we were Disney princesses today,
Mm-hmm.
and I've obviously never been a Disney princess, so like I just got into character. I felt so wholesome.
Well, technically, we weren't Disney Princesses Day. We were Disney characters. They're not technically
Yeah.
princesses,
The
but
bimbo, the bimbettes.
the Bimbets.
Yeah.
You've never seen, Tana's never seen a Disney princess movie.
Yeah, I don't think so. I have like one memory of watching like Ariel on like VHS or something, but yeah, the lack of childhood. I need to get into it. I've been just like, do I wait till I have kids? But like today made me want to watch, is it Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
That's what we were from. Yeah, I'm definitely more beast coded, but
Have you any guesses what it would be about without seeing it?
oh my God, is she the same as Sleeping Beauty?
In the sense of what?
Is Beauty from Beauty and the Beast the sleeping
Oh.
girl?
Person, no.
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 It's a good relation, but no.
Oh, I didn't know that until right now. I was like, oh, she was asleep and the beast was mad. It sounds like every relationship I've ever been in. Oh my God, I don't
Kinda
know.
tea, that'd be a good one.
Does she? I think she like falls in love with the guy and then he turns into a beast,
Oh,
or the
close.
beast and then he turns
Yes.
into a guy. Yeah. Oh my God, that's like what I was hoping for when I would date ugly. It's like, can you turn into? Can you?
Like maybe you're a prince now.
Yeah, like oh my God, that's crazy. I need to watch it though. I do.
Yeah, it's so good.
Especially sitting next to the Disney queen, being like, I've never seen a Disney movie. It's like this is embarrassing.
She's like the real life Belle from Beauty and the Beast because technically Belle kind of has like Stockholm syndrome. She's kind of like falls in love with her captor and then that's kind of Holly when she was in the.
No, Hef used to tell me he reminded me of Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Wait, really?
Oh my God, and you were like, ha.
Yeah, so that makes you the Beast.
Stop. That,
No, it definitely is that vibe. It is kind of crazy to actually think because you did fall in love with him.
Totally.
But he's like because we were talking about it today. We just ask a million questions to Holly about Playboy all the time. But I'm always just like so fascinated. I'm like, God, he does sound like an actual monster, like that they do not show. Like the way you're like he yelled, and we're like how does he yell? He's like so like old and frail.
Yeah, I feel like if he yelled, he would just like zap out and like, you know, like
spontaneously combust.
yeah, let me not finish my sentence. That was a good ending to the sentence. But it's just, Holly, you just have so much lore. You've lived so many lives and I've like watched so many of them as a fan. So it's like, it's so cool, like to just get to like talk to you. Like, I don't know, dude, I'm so embarrassing.
Well, it's full
your
circle
biggest-
because then I came to your show.
Yeah, it was so crazy having both of you at the canceled live shows because it was like obviously just mother queen, the fans. We needed a medic when Trisha walked out, and
was
just
so
like
fun.
for like literally people having a heart attack. But Holly as well. Like growing up, I just always wanted to go to your peep show, but I was like 13 and I couldn't go. Like you had a show on the Strip while I was like in middle school, and I just wanted to go so bad. It says everything about me to this day.
So you like saw her on like the billboard, the like electronic vocal billboard. That's so
yes,
cool.
I would always see her at because it was at the Palms, right?
No, it was at
Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood.
But
Yes.
this was so long ago that most of the billboards weren't even electronic. They were just static.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's actually even more cool though because then it didn't like change all the time. I remember, and like the elevators had your face on them, and so like when they would
Yes,
open,
and oh my God, so
they should bring it back.
Totally.
when you had a residency in Vegas, like what was that like?
It was like one of the best times of my life for sure. Like
Really?
it was so much fun. Just me and my friends would go out every single night. It's like daytime would be either like filming my TV show or it would be just going to different events and like step and repeats and stuff. And then we do the show and like I'm best friends with so many people in the cast. So it was like the most fun thing to do. And then we would go out to clubs at night and it was just rinse and repeat. It was so
What was
much
the club at the time? Like what was the
Excess at Encore. I was there like every night to the point where they would take like photos and they would put them like up on the website or whatever. And they started captioning it like saying I was their first lady. And I'm like, maybe I'm going out a little too much.
Oh my gosh,
God,
really? Because you're just there every
stop.
night.
Such a fun club, though. I'm banned from it for life, and I'm so
what
sad.
What happened?
Oh my God. I've been banned from the Wynn twice. All Wynn properties.
Oh, is this a Win?
Yeah.
Oh, bouge, I never stayed. It looks so fancy.
You would love it. The beds there. The fact that I'll never sleep in that bed again, it actually haunts
But you're
me.
banned?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
We have to
Bed-
get you back in.
Holly?
What are you banned for?
If
She
anyone-
has the key to Vegas.
if anyone could do it, it really is you. Stop. Everyone always tells me this though, and then they try, and then the Wynn says no, and it just like doesn't
Are you
happen.
friends with his nephew though?
And you can't get in?
Well, because the Winns don't own the Wynn anymore. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I've gone deep in this lore. Don't you trust me? Head of Wynn Security called me a criminal and a bozo.
Wait,
I
but
talk
what?
a bozo. Imagine me. I was like, God damn.
Wait, but what happened?
I've talked about it a lot online, so I don't know if you want me to like bore you with it. I mean, just like very Tana at her worst. Like,
How old are you?
I got banned for the first time when I was 21 for underage drinking. They waited till I turned 21 and they were like, happy 21st. Here's screenshots of all the times you were here. Underage, you're banned. And then they unbanned me so graciously. And then, I mean, essentially my ex just like brought drugs in with me and then they kicked me out and I didn't know.
That's not your fault.
Yeah, but like...
They already didn't like you, so they're like, okay.
Yeah, no, but he also like put stuff, I just sound like I'm lying, dude. I sound like I'm lying. That's why I hate saying it. But like he put stuff in my purse. Like it sounds like I'm lying, but I would tell you if.
I feel like that happens a lot. You always hear about the girlfriend being like, I didn't know it was in my purse. Like they just stick it in there.
It was the Balenciaga with the little like keychain pouch attached to it. So I didn't check the pouch. And then he was like, yeah, I put my drugs in there. And I was like,
You didn't get arrested, you just got banned.
yeah.
That's good though. At least you can get like arrested and thrown in jail.
I know, but I do want a new mugshot.
Wait, is that one real? The one that's out there?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you get arrested for?
At Coachella for underage drinking.
Oh no, but was it like Coachella arrested, not like police arrest?
Yeah, not police, like Coachella jail. But Coachella jail was scary.
What is the
Really?
Coachella jail
Yeah.
like? Is that like the Disneyland
Like
jail?
yes, kind of. Well, Disneyland jail is probably actually scarier.
Disneyland has a jail?
Yeah, well, unofficial. It's like behind the scenes. It's just like a room they put people in.
For what?
It's
Like being drunk or what?
they do something messed up at the park, I guess.
And they just keep them in there for how long?
I guess until like law enforcement can come take them away.
Oh, I see. They like detain
I'm not really
them.
sure. I've never been there, but it's
That's
It's like Mickey
legend.
Mouse arresting you. Like, woo.
Is that the Mickey
You have
Mouse
the dog
voice?
from Pirates of the
I think
Caribbean
so.
sitting outside with the keys.
Wait, actually?
No, but that would be
Okay,
cool.
that would be
That would be so funny.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
my
my
God.
gosh. Well, we have to get you unbanned.
We need to go to Disneyland. We really
know,
do.
yeah.
And you, so you just went, right? And
Yeah, we both
And I
were
was
there
there
like
the next day.
a day apart.
Stop. Yeah.
I literally saw it on your close friends. I should have posted on my close friends so I can see who else is there at the same time. Because I never want to post while I'm there, but I'm always like, I should go on my close friends to see who's there because everybody happened to be there. It's so much fun.
Wait,
I
am
think
I
it's
on your
the
close
best.
friends?
Yeah, I think so. You know what? I switch it up. It depends on what I'm like asking for.
You're like mad at me. You're like, let me.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm looking for like a housekeeper, like in the area or something. So like I do it, or if I'm looking for like influencer friends, and I like do it. So I kind of change it up. It's actually like 6 people.
That's
It's, like,
so
not that crazy.
fun, though. That's so
I never
fun.
really post, but
Oh my God.
Disney's everything. And if you haven't been in 8 years, I feel like Holly is the one to
8
go with.
years.
Something like that. The last time I've only been to Disneyland twice. Once when I was a child, and then once the day after TanaCon, and then I immediately left. I was like, bad decision. Take the mouse ears off.
After TanaCon.
Because we were in Anaheim and it was like all paid for, and everyone was like, just go. And then I like got there and I was like, I have to go figure out TanaCon.
Was the disaster
mess.
already happened? Like people knew it was a disaster, or was it like pending?
It was forming. Like it wasn't a big snowball, but it was snowballing. Like in that
Okay.
moment, I was like, I can't. Like I don't need to be at Disneyland. Like what the.
We'll do TanaCon part 2, and then we'll go to Disneyland after, and you get a redemption.
We need a TrishaCon. TrishaCon would be so
Yes.
good.
I
Oh
don't
my
know
God,
if
it'd be
anybody
so
would
fun.
come to TrishaCon.
Stop! Okay, when I went to your show, and I texted you, I'm like, I know people tell you this, but when they show the little clip of you at the beginning, the crowd loses
Roars.
their
Yours. That's how we gauge if a crowd's good or bad, how loud they yell for you.
It made me feel more confident when you texted me that, because like I honestly, I remember when you called me, I was like, I really want to. I'm like, I honestly don't know, because I just was like, I don't want to flop. Like we go out and people like don't care.
You would never do that. It's so funny because I've said this on this podcast a bunch, how like they all wear the Just Trish shirts and stuff, and she's like, I don't believe you. It felt so validating to see you walk out and someone hold up a Just Trish shirt. I was like, see?
That was wild. That was cool. That was so much fun. I was
cool.
like super hyped. Now I'm like so delusional. I'm like, let me do a whole Christmas tour. Like,
No,
it's so fun.
It's gonna be so amazing. I'm gonna come in like full prosthetics as a fan. Like
Come
I
as
wanna,
yourself. People want to see you.
but I can't take the shine away. Like this is Trisha Paytas live show. Who
Oh my
knows
God,
when
no,
you'll?
that enhances the show.
I feel like who knows when you'll do one again. Like I just, it's
I don't know. This is kind of crazy for me to be like, I'm going to do this whole tour in December. It's kind of wild.
Merry
I don't know.
Trishmas.
Merry Christmas, all Christmas
Like it's gonna be
music.
so good.
I'm excited. I'm super
So
excited.
exciting. Your energy amazes me, just how much you do, like all the TikToks you do and all the podcasting and everything. And now
Everything.
you're doing a live show.
I feel like I'm like can do all that because like of Moses. I feel like if I like was by myself, I like definitely could not do it. He's so sweet. I always thank him when I'm on the way to anything. I was on the way to like the Wicked screening and I was like crying. I'm like, thank you so much for like watching your kids, because I wanted a family, but also I still want to do this. So it's like it's hard to do both. And so I'm like, God, I really have it all now. And it was like, so
You really just do have it all. You guys are so
wait,
cute.
but like you were here a year ago and you had just started dating Makoa. So now you're like a year.
almost a year. Yeah, we're like 11 months in to dating, which is crazy. You were like one of the very first people to support me in my wholesome relationship, and I
excited.
just like I knew he was like the one, you know. And it's like I felt like when you know me, like every week at that point in my life, I'm like I found the one, and it's like you know. But you were like yes, and it's
No,
just,
it felt so real. And you disclosed something that I did not know. I felt like last time you were here, you thought like you didn't want kids, but you're like, no, I want like 7 kids. You
No,
said.
I want kids. I'm just so scared to be pregnant. You guys are saying it's like a dream.
Yeah,
you said
I
the
loved
most.
it.
You said the most like poetic thing today. What did you say?
Well, when I was pregnant, I just felt like it was one of the best times in my life. And I just felt like I didn't feel like desperate to be like accomplishing anything like I usually do, or like I needed to be anywhere else. I just felt like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Like they always say life is a journey and not a destination, but I felt like I was at the destination.
That
It was
is
so
so
nice. Yeah.
sweet. You added more poetic. Like I'll cry. That was
that's-
beautiful.
But that's like perfectly said, and it's not to like convince you to be pregnant. But I felt the same way. Like I really didn't think I would do well in pregnancy, just because like I'm not like the healthiest as far as like walking, exercising, eating right and stuff. But it just was like, yeah, it felt so. I don't know. You just feel like you have to slow down. Like it makes you slow down a little bit, but like in a good way, because
Yeah.
obviously you like. You hustle. Like you're going somewhere after this, you know what I mean? And you're like go to Vegas. Like you guys just like always nonstop. So I feel like when you're pregnant, you can still do it. I was still
I would
working,
love that.
but
I would love like 9 months. No, I would be such a bitch. I would be on bed rest for 9 months. I would be like, Makoa, you have to go pee for me. Figure it out.
But
like, I
that's
wouldn't
kind
do
of fun
anything.
too, to just kind of like, because people do cater to you. I guess that's why I like
Yes.
being pregnant, because it was like people really do like, oh, she's pregnant, you know.
And it's so magical, obviously, to like grow your baby in you. But I'm just so scared that I would feel like a kick or something and lose it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that weird though. Do you
Yeah.
think?
What is
Like,
it? Can you try to
oh
give
my
me
God.
like an analogy?
I mean, it's kind of vague. Like feels like that. Kind of.
Yeah, it really does.
It doesn't feel like somebody's like kicking your insides out with a high heel or anything. It feels very vague. Like when I was younger, I used to think that it would feel so foreign and weird to be pregnant, but you almost like you don't forget it's there, but kind of. It's just it's so natural feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And then you both just like gave birth, like you picked up a latte. Like it's like you guys make it seem like you just like you were doing like 3 days after you
Well, I
gave
did
birth.
C-section both times. I didn't choose it the first time. The second time I chose the C-section, and it literally took me 10 minutes to deliver the baby. It was actually like great. I know C-sections are hard for a lot of people. Mine was like actually so easy, and I just was like, I could have 5 more babies this way. So it was
way.
But I wanted to push. And I did push for like 3 hours, and it was just like stuck. But the way you were describing it with your epidural, I was like, God, it does sound great, because you do go numb. I did get the epidural, and you don't feel anything, so everything does stop, and it is kind of great feeling. It's kind
and you're just like breathing and normal and like not freaking out.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they coach you along. They tell you to like push and stuff. And
I don't know. I mean, never say never to anything. You know what I mean? Anything
Yeah.
I ever have my mind made up on, I like change my mind a week later. So who knows?
No, but I love that you were like, I think like adoption and like all that stuff like that. Like I think
do.
that's so.
yeah, that's amazing.
I do think adoption's so beautiful, and I like love like even just like Angelina Jolie and her like 19 adopted kids. I'm like, God, I want that to be me so bad.
Well, your story was so cute because you said you felt like adopted by Amari's parents. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, that's actually like such a good like reason, because you know how it feels to like be taken in by like a family. That
And they just like saved me. They saved my life, you
Yeah.
know? So I think it would be definitely so cool to like save some kids who like don't have it. Like the world feels overpopulated anyway. We don't need mini Tana Mojos running around. It's probably good that they don't have my genetics,
We were like looking into adoption, like because I didn't think I would be able to get pregnant, and I never froze my eggs. Like I guess it could have been possible. I didn't know that path at all. And we were like looking into it because I just like how to start. I was like literally Googling like how to adopt. Like I don't even know like how you start. But it is pretty cool, and like it's neat to be able to do that.
But you also have to pass a bunch of criteria. They'd probably ask me questions and they'd be like, next.
Well, different countries are a little looser on the guidelines, I found out, because some don't let you adopt if you have like a mental illness, you know what I mean? So I did, and I was like, okay, but then some do, and like, yeah, I mean, it's definitely complicated, but
oh my God, that is
good.
crazy.
It's probably a good thing, because then, remember that one YouTuber who like adopted a kid and like sent it back?
Yes, that's
What?
terrifying. Yes. Somebody adopted a child and then
He had they asked in their adoption that they wanted a child with special needs. They're like, we were able to like take care of it, and I think it was a boy from China. They had the boy for 2 years in the vlogs, and they basically sent him back after 2 years. Which
Because if you really think about it, we do kind of know a lot of people like that, like or have in life who would do that.
oh,
Like
yeah.
it's like people are up, especially in LA. Like
Nikki Philippi?
yes,
She went out. She was going to adopt from Thailand, I believe. And she goes, we were going to adopt. We had it all set up. But then they told us we couldn't film the baby for the first year. So we said no. And I was
saw
like,
that.
isn't that wild? And she's like a big YouTuber that's been around for a while. I was like, why would
so
you?
many things people just need to. And this is rich coming from me, but like leave in the drafts.
Yeah.
Like what you're telling me, you filmed that, you said it, you edited it,
Yes.
you watched it, and you pressed upload. There wasn't a thought.
They're
to like,
also the ones that unalive their dog for biting their child. Yeah, and they said
Oh.
it. Basically, the husband took the dog in the back and basically like pew-pewed it in its head, basically, which is like crazy. Yeah. And then they talked about it. I was like, why would you talk about it? It's like for biting your son. Like,
oh, that's awful.
and they had this dog for so long. Anyways, it's a whole thing. I think about that. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
diabolical.
Yeah.
That's like sociopath, psychopath
I
behavior.
know. And then she's like just making vlogs like normal. I was like, okay, that like deserves cancellation. Like you're like gonna adopt a child, but they can't be filmed. So you're like, no. So
That's so like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like your child is like a sunny angel or something. It's like a
a little
it's
cherub.
yeah,
I
like
just. Do you know what sunny angels are?
no, what are they?
you would love
Just
them.
found
You're
out
so
about
sunny
it.
angel coded.
I like them, but I think they're so cute. So they're like these little, like you can get the grippers that go on like someone's phone. How do you have one or no?
I don't have one.
Okay, I wanted to get one, but what?
That's just funny. Like you assuming I had one, maybe
Well,
not.
because you said Sunny Angel, I just found out about it this week because I was at Fashion Nova and they had the little like all these people had these little cherub angels on their phones and they're really cute from like the outside because they kind of peek over, but then you turn around and they're like
Cute.
their butts are kind
Yeah,
of
it's like a-
exposed. But I
yeah.
mean, I guess it's a cherub angel. But I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to get one, but I'm like, it's kind of weird. I guess to have like a little baby. I guess it's cute.
People
but
are obsessed with them, like
They
paying
do.
thousands of dollars, and they
Whoa.
make like little rooms for them, like in their house. I'm like,
Miniatures.
like I wish I had free time like that. Like, what do you mean your
cute.
sunny angel has a jacuzzi? Like, girl, what?
I did want to get a Sunny Angel, but I wish they had them with like little undies on just to
Yeah,
feel
like a
little more-
diaper.
Yeah, like something cute.
We
But I
could
guess-
make like little shorts for one for you.
That's true. Just like little fuzz or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's cute.
That would actually be really cute. I bet everyone's going for Sunny Angels for Halloween. Just like their little
Yeah.
butts out and stuff like that.
People are so creative this year, like more than ever. I've
Your
been seeing.
costume you told me about the Chapel Roan passenger seat
I was
so good.
dying. I saw someone be Chapel Roan, and then the guy was, you know how she has that song? It's like knee deep in the passenger seat. He's literally a passenger seat, like
That's
seatbelt
crazy.
and all. I was like,
That's
this
so
is
funny.
so.
Wait.
That's just why I love the gays.
I know the gay Twitter is kind of everything. Like, what do you mean? You're Princess Diana and the Beanie Baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good.
So good.
That song, knee deep in the passenger seat. What does that mean? Is it sexual?
Yeah, and
don't have to go
you're
deep into
and you're
it.
eating me out, like saying like
Oh my
Like
god! I did
somebody's
not know.
on their knees. But I don't know knee deep. I don't know if it means the person down here is on their knees or like she's like.
Oh, that's
I guess
probably
that's
there.
not on the knees, but
Knee-
I
didn't
think
know.
it means the person.
That's what
Oh,
I think
had
too.
no
But
idea.
it's like
I didn't know the lyrics like that.
I know that like you need like a Maybach for that, Trisha. You could do it. You and Moses.
That's what we do. We go knee deep. And the passenger seat of the Maybach is actually kind of shallow compared to like the back. The back is more long. So,
Really?
Yeah, but
I've
anyways,
never
I
been
didn't
in your
know.
Maybach. I need to like go for a spin.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of comfy. It's cozy.
It's a good car.
So Halloween outfits. Well, Halloween has passed by now. What are you guys being for Halloween?
I'm so basic. I'm just trick or treating with my kids, so I have my Dallas Cowboy cheerleader costume.
That's not
That's
basic.
my-
That's literally so hot.
It's
Yeah.
surprisingly comfortable though, because you get to wear tights. There's like a little tie thing that comes down over the stomach, and I got the cowboy boots and everything.
I love that
I
that's
love-
your comfort.
Yeah,
You're like so cozy. You're wearing like a onesie, like a unicorn onesie.
Oh my god, literally, but that's so good. Like you are the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Like you're
Thanks. I wish
such
I
a
was
blonde hottie. Like you, oh my god.
Did you ever try out?
No, I'm not that good of a dancer. And it just would have never occurred to me, I don't think. to like go to Texas.
You
but
did Dancing with the Stars though,
yeah.
which is
Oh
like
my God, I didn't even know that.
yeah,
yeah,
isn't
like
that crazy?
season 8 a long time ago.
Was it so hard?
It was really hard, but I super got in shape and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like you get to go in every week and you go, there's this guy named Randall who does all the costumes and you and your partner kind of collab on what the costumes are going to look like. And they make you this
Dream.
just
Dream.
rhinestone costume. Like you guys both need to go on. It's,
Let me
it's
call him.
Yeah.
no, it's so crazy to me how like mainstream entertainment industry doesn't really catch on to like the fan bases that people like you guys have. Like the fact that like you haven't been cast in like Little Shop of Horrors on Broadway or something is
right.
insanity.
No, I push for it every day.
Have you ever thought about like has your agent like ever seriously made a deck where it shows like how many views you get, how many podcast listens, here's the video I made and
Finally, yes, CA.
Okay, yeah.
That's what like made us sign with them because like the minute we went in to sign with them, they had like a booklet of all my stats, and I was like, oh my God, this is like the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I think now, and they did. They like pushed for Little Shop of Horrors, and they're like, oh, like they said they were like booked up until like the fall of next year, but they're like, she's been on our list, like so they definitely do try. So shout out CA, they definitely try. And like Chicago, I was on the short list for that, so fingers crossed
It's
it'll
going
happen.
to happen. I feel like you
I
are-
love when people keep saying it, so I'm like, let's keep talking about it. You know, maybe
You
It
are
will.
manifestation queen. Like there's no way in hell it's not going to happen. You
Well,
know that.
I mean, I would die because obviously we talked about Pamela Anderson and her in like Chicago. I was like, so it was so inspiring because like she was very great in it, but she's like not known to be like a singer and dancer. So I was like, God, if she can do it, and she was like 50 when she did, it, and she looked so good, of course.
God, I
but-
love her. Her
love
no
her
makeup
too.
stuff has been like so inspiring to me lately. I'm like,
So
I never want to wet a beauty blender again.
I know.
Like-
you go no makeup sometimes. You were on here no makeup one time, right? Yeah, I feel
Maybe.
like- or like light makeup or
Yeah.
something like that. I love no. Would you go no makeup?
Never. Like I love that she's doing it. I think it's so positive, but I just love I love looking a certain way and
Yeah.
I just,
And
the
And I
fantasy.
just and I just feel like like in the early days of Girls Next Door, they were always kind of like seeing us without makeup. I feel like everybody's already seen that. It's not
Without
like,
makeup, really?
Yeah, like in the early episodes and like nasty hair and stuff. So I feel like that's been out there. It's not novel for me anymore. And I'm like, no, I want to keep the makeup.
I mean, you were beautiful without makeup.
Yeah,
You
I
walked
so
in today and I
slayed.
was
So
gagged.
much.
Your
I
hair was so full in the
gagged.
first season. Oh my God, that's so crazy. I would not think that.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see Pam's new movie though. That last showgirl
Yes.
looks so good.
Okay, yeah, you were telling us because I didn't know the backstory for it. I just knew it was like, oh, she's like an aging showgirl, and it's like she's no longer in the show, but like there's like deepness to it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess the story is like she's one of the oldest showgirls and her show closes and she kind of doesn't know what she has left and like what's she gonna do, and then she has to like mend her relationship with her adult daughter because she was kind of neglected or something. I think
can't
that's the story,
wait.
but
I'm
it looks so
excited.
good.
Yeah, she was like at all the film festivals, like Toronto and stuff, like promoting it.
Oh,
and-
that's iconic.
and going with no makeup. I'm like, yes, girl. I'm
I
a no
love
makeup queen. I
that.
never wear makeup. If I don't get it done, I've like never done my makeup. I just always go no makeup. So
It's just the best feeling in the world, obviously. But so is serving. It's just, I mean, they're both fun.
Oh no,
It's
I
fun.
love a glam. If I could do my makeup, I probably would. I just cannot.
Yeah.
It's more laziness. I love being full glam, but I'm definitely lazy and just.
It's also like as Pamela, like she's probably just like, I did that. Shit, Go look at it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I get that.
I
Like
love
she's,
it. And she is so beautiful. But you came in with no makeup, and we were all like,
I was
gagged.
gagged.
You guys are very kind.
Girl.
No, your skin was like insane, actually, and we're like,
you.
it was wild. I was like, holy shit.
Right
So
after I
good.
walked in, full jump scare. My hair is like green from yesterday because I was Lady Gaga. Like eyeliner down my face. I'm like, hey Trish, like an hour late. Like,
No,
and then
you look so good.
Holly walked in like a Disney princess.
Can I tell you, like, I really did think you'd be more than an hour late. Like, I kind of allotted for it. So I actually gave, well, I kind of told you this because you're like, you should just give me a fake time. And I'm like, I kind of did actually. So I told Holly, I was like, this is your call time. I'm telling Tana this is her call time, but she'll probably be late. But you actually came earlier than I thought because I thought you'd come after Holly. And then when you got, I was like, oh, she actually came
Can
like,
I just say it's my
early.
love language? I tell everyone, like, when I start getting close with people, I say, like, listen, I'll always do my best, but my ADHD just does get the best of me. And, like, I suck sometimes when it comes to timing. And I always tell people, like, if you love me, lie to me about the time. I'll never be mad at you for it. It's purely love. And when you did that, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Like, it makes me
I
so
was
happy.
shook when she said on the way already. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, we need to do this quick glam. But it was kind of, no, it was kind of, you were actually early. Like I said, to be like less than an hour, I was like, wow, that was pretty good.
And it worked
Yeah.
out perfectly. Today was
Yeah.
so great. I'm serious. I felt like, I know I always say this and it's not nice because I don't mean it, but like I felt like a Make-A-Wish. Like I don't literally mean that, but like today all day just playing dress up, like today was the best day ever.
It was
so
so
much fun.
I love like glamming together. I think that's like so fun because it's like a bonding moment. Like everyone just
It so
makeup
is.
hair, you know.
And your makeup artist is so slay. Like she did all of us like 40 minutes of
Yeah.
face and like
So fast.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
really quick.
And we were just
Ari.
like, I love being
Love her.
your glam room's so big and everyone crowds around and like I always like think to myself, I leave my body, I think like, I wish a Trisha Paytas superfan could pay for this experience. Like being in your glam room.
That'd be fun. I should do like a charity auction or something for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like they have those. You know, where you can like bid on like an experience. I don't know where someone has that. I can get that opportunity. I
It'd
love
be
glamming
so
people,
good.
makeovers. Like I think it's like so much fun.
Like sitting in that room, like bald cap on, about to get a wig. Trisha Paytas is spilling tea. Uber Eats is on the way. Holly Madison walks in, like, and I'm just sitting there.
Yeah, it's so fun.
It's so good.
No, I actually like loved it. Yeah, today was fun. I think it was like, I don't know. And then the Ghostbuster donuts. Did you try one?
Oh, I haven't yet.
Not yet.
They're so good. We should try one on here. We'll
Oh my
get
God,
them in a
let's
minute.
do it.
Yeah,
Mukbang.
they're so a live mukbang right here.
Yes.
Okay, we're just at Sabrina Carpenter, so we should also talk about our Sabrina tie-in.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Sabrina, I'm sorry.
We were saying, you're like, oh, will she comment on this? And I'm like, I don't think she like hates me, but I mean, she reposts everyone, and I don't think I've ever reposted. I just love her. But if she ever told me to stop dressing like her, I would. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to like, I wouldn't want to whatever. But I'm like hoping she sees. I do love Sabrina, but she's like the it girl. Who's your it girl of the moment?
Ooh, who's my it girl of the moment?
Mine kind of is Sabrina. I just am so obsessed with her whole art direction of everything. Like, I think it's such a skill to be like that consistent and be like, okay, my fold out album is going to look like this and my stage looks like this and every outfit. And it's just so well done.
It's
I
all
love
like
it.
perfect. Like she's like a little
Yes.
doll. Did you see Taylor Swift bring her out
Yes.
a couple
So
days ago?
cute.
And she like fake called her and she came up and they did like the espresso and like a Taylor song mashup. I was crying.
Yeah, no, that was kind of iconic.
It
yeah.
was so
her branding
good.
is so strong. You know, like just this cute little like sexy like but relatable, and everyone loves her.
Yes.
Like I do too. Like I guess she's like everyone this year just kind of became obsessed with her. But I love
And the
her
music
so
is so good. Her writing is just like so good. I'm trying to think of who my it girl. I really like Mia Goth. Do you know who that is?
much.
I love her.
Did you
Yeah.
ever see Maxine?
No.
I just watched Maxine like
I
2
love
nights ago.
Maxine.
You
Wait,
need to
tell
watch.
me about it, because Holly was like, you need to cosplay her, and I'm like, but it's scary and gory, right? I'm a little nervous to watch it because I get like queasy.
Yeah, it's scary and gory. But it's set in the 80s. It's set in Hollywood. It's such a look. I love the green goose.
Yes.
Like I was like, Trish, you have to cosplay this. You have
Wait.
to get the goose, and you have to because I love that look where she has like the pink makeup over her
Oh
eyes.
my God.
that was like a
Oh my God.
contender as a Halloween costume I wanted to do, but I just didn't have my.
And that
Ooh,
movie
that
is
would've
a
been so
sequel
good.
to her first movie. It's called X, right?
And then Pearl is the prequel.
Yeah. And
Oh,
she's
wait,
like,
and-
I haven't seen the prequel actually.
They're already out. All these movies are already out.
Yes. When she's like she's a corn star essentially in like the first ones, and then some like happens, and then like eventually she makes it into Hollywood. Like the last one, Maxine, a lot of it like is filmed at Warner, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, really?
she's running around the set chasing people. She's a badass. She's so hot. I love a thin
She's
eyebrow.
Universal Studios.
Oh, that's yes,
yeah.
Universal
Like
Studios.
the
That's what I
backlot.
meant.
Do they have a maze for it this year at Horror Nights?
They should.
I wonder they should.
Because I feel like if it's Universal, they probably would have some tie-in, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You're going there tonight. I guess you don't know. Did you go?
I guess
Have you
I'll find
gone?
out.
No, Bridget went and she didn't mention that, so I don't think.
Oh, because they have like the weekend. I love the weekend, but they have like a weekend maze. I'm like, that's so random. Like, why would they have that?
What
I love
happens
it.
in the weekend maze?
I don't know. Go in and let me
Like,
know. I
it's like
love
Bella
it.
Hadid's in the corner, and you're like singing like blinding lights. I don't know. Like what? That's so
That
funny.
should be everything. That'd be yeah, I haven't been to Horror Nights, so I just get scared. I get the jump scares. They have a Quiet Place one I heard that was good.
Oh my! Oh no way!
I
Where
don't
it's
watch
like,
like
all-
scary, so I don't know any of these things, but they look good. They look
the
good.
Maxine, I think you could get through. You would just have to close your eyes during some scenes. But I do that. I just saw Smile, and I was like closing my eyes for half the movie.
The second one, the one that just came out.
It's so good.
Really? Every influencer is like, are you getting paid to promote it?
No, I'm not gonna. I
love it.
at all. At
Okay.
all. I'm like smiling in the camera. Imagine. No, but
Every influencer is talking about it, and I was like, wow, this must be a really good movie.
I feel like
never heard of it.
Nothing will ever be Scream, but like Smile feels like 2020, like this generation's like because there's gonna be another one with the way it ended. I feel like and like. I don't know.
This is the second one, right? The
Yes.
second to it.
And the whole plot was like a girl on tour, and I was like getting all scared. I was like, me.
Oh, really?
It was really cool. It was really cool.
What is the plot? She's on tour and what people are trying to get her?
Yeah, like essentially the whole thing is like people get infected by this demon that like once you see someone die while they're smiling at you, like you get it, and then like
Yeah, I hate that. Because that seems real.
Dude, as I was leaving the theater, the janitor like looks at me and he like did the smile and he's like, "Did you enjoy the movie?" I was like, off.
Immediately.
Oh no.
no.
And then he asked me if I was Alex Cooper, and I said, close.
Wait, really?
I love that.
I can see it. You should do her cosplay. That'd be a
Did you
good
see
one.
her SNL?
Yeah.
Stop, that would be fun. I love her. That would be
Yeah,
iconic.
she's great.
That'd be cute.
The SNL was so gag.
I know, she sounded just like her. It was so cool to be Perry down there because I know you just had Harry Daniels on your podcast, and I was just like, oh my god, to be Perry down there is like so iconic and
It's
so legendary.
so crazy.
I guess you just have to do some crazy or something. I don't know, or maybe not.
And they did Nora Smith too.
Well, her views. I went to her page the other day. She's like 60 million per TikTok.
Damn.
Literally, like the crumble cookie one has 54 million. She did another one that was like 62 million. Like she's getting crazy views. Actually, I was like,
I
that's wild.
will make gum from scratch,
Yeah,
like
right.
in Chanel tweed.
She's iconic.
You know what I was conspiring the other day, just to myself, like a weirdo. Like, do you think that she has like producers that are setting up every step of what she's cooking now, and then she just comes in the Chanel tweed and like fake makes it? That's what I would do. I'd be so lazy.
I think probably. I think that's what a lot of those bakers
Yeah.
and cooking shows do. They just have it set up and like it probably started with her actually doing it. And she probably knows everything, but now she probably, I would assume.
Oh my god, we need to get Rosanna Pensino on the case. You know she knows.
Have you ever baked with her?
I have never baked with her. I shot Escape the Night with her, and
Oh,
she was
in the news a lot now.
yeah. I
She's
mean,
a hot topic every week.
yeah, I mean, she's really sweet. A lot of people don't know that she's actually like a little silly, crazy fun. Like she's a little
so
wild.
spicy and sassy. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because her brand is very brand safe, but the Mr. Beast, it's been crazy. I never thought I would see, like, I thought I would sooner die before I saw Rosanna Pansino making any expose on anyone. Like, let alone Mr. Beast. Like,
She's going full force.
I'd be scared of Mr. Beast. So, like, that's.
No, same. She said she's getting threats. I'm like, girl, maybe like I love her. I support her no matter what, 100%. I love what she's like doing. I love it, but I'm like also terrified. I'm always like, oh my god, just like be safe because he's just such a machine and he has so much money. And I think she doesn't seem scared of it, but she's calling out the moldy like it's actually being taken off shelves, right? Allegedly, is it happening? They're taking them off. They're investigating like these moldy Lunchleys, which
Oh
is
my
like
God.
wild. Yeah,
I
but
want to try one. I love like processed food. Like I
tried it.
probably love it. What'd you think?
they were like not good, but if you like Lunchables, like you like
I
Starbucks
love
sandwiches, so
Lunchables.
you might like it.
Trisha was cooking me today. I do love a crusty
She's
Starbucks
like, I
sandwich.
love the ham and cheese, and I'm like, I will eat literal like garbage. I'm like, I can't eat it.
Yeah, you hate Starbucks food.
Just the food, yeah.
Yeah.
The drinks slay,
Yeah,
but yeah,
the drinks are
she's
slay.
going full on. Yeah.
It's crazy. Did you see Mr. Beast was sending out PR packages this week?
I got one.
I got
Did
one
you?
too.
Listen to this.
Okay,
So
Yes, tell
we
me
got
the
the
story.
Feastable
I'm a flop.
chocolates. My kids love Mr. Beast, and so I give it to them. And they opened it, and there's like the Feastables chocolate bars, and then they found like $100 cash in the bottom, and they were so excited.
That's what I was gonna say. The cash. I was like, is this
Yeah.
a bribe? Is this blood money? Is this Mr. Beast blood money?
I'm
That's
glad
so
he sent
iconic.
it to you too because we got it, and I swear every time we talk about it on the podcast, the next day one shows up, like a package shows up. Because I was saying, oh my god,
Wait.
people are getting money, and then all of a
livid.
sudden,
Like, where's my money, Mr. Beast?
we looked at it and we're like, oh my god, there's like money, and I'm like, do we just like not talk about it? Is it considered a bribe? If you're getting paid by Mr. Beast, are you like not allowed to talk about him anymore? Like we were like, so I was like, where's the fine print on this? Like I got really
Yeah.
nervous, and I was like, I guess we. But can I just say? And I'm like. I'm so sorry to everyone who like Feastables is so good. Like the chocolates are like actually
The
so
chocolates
good.
are good. It's like Dove chocolate.
The peanut butter one.
Okay, that's what I had because we were gonna show it tomorrow's podcast. And I was like, can you just like get that peanut butter one because it's
So good.
it is actually really good. Like the Lunchleys are flops for sure, but the chocolates are so good.
Yeah, I love the Feastables. Makoa can eat like 10 of those in a night. It's so good.
I know that's like so weird how good it is, but they didn't seem bothered. Like Logan Paul and like KSI. KSI said he like doesn't mind that Rosanna's doing it.
It's like all like their brands are so unique in the sense that it's all marketing and their ability to just flip that and their diehard like fans. Like it's like they don't give a like they're buying the lunch, regardless. But yeah,
Who
I
was
don't
the
know.
worst person on Escape the Night besides Rosanna? Or not Rosanna, Gabby.
No.
We love Rosanna. I don't know why I said that, Gabby. Oh my god, I love Ro more than anything in the whole world. Like, I truly love her.
Oh my god, it's been such a long time that I think anything I could say, whoever the person is, could be a completely different person now.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, Gabby has since kind of apologized, and like I think she was just in a bad spot. She did make me cry on Escape the Night. I'll never forget. I like went to the and I'm not. It's hard to make me cry. Like
That's
it's
crazy, yeah.
You have to. But I was also like the first season of that. I was like. I think I was maybe 18.
Oh,
like, you know what I
wow.
mean? So I was just like very new kid on the block. And it was all these like OG influencers. And they treated me as such. Everyone for the most part. There are a couple that didn't. I mean, Andrea Russett's always hated me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just, I don't know. We
Yeah.
never really. Her and Gabby kind of. They saw the opportunity to like, you know, and like I don't know. But again, she's a completely different person now. And like,
Are you coming back for the movie? Did I see you were like part of that group?
what?
It was like Tila, Ro. Were you there?
I shot that.
Yes.
But they're crowdfunding the movie, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like a. I mean, if they ever asked me, I would do it. It's
I love
because
that
it's
about
like
you. Tana says yes to everything.
I do say yes to everything. Well, back in the day too, because it was YouTube Red and the budget, like, and I
Right.
wasn't YouTube Red, you know, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was not brand safe, so it was like I would get there and have like my trailer, and I'd be like, this is. Like and like the wardrobe and everything, it was cool.
Well, they said
Like
yes
billboards.
to you. Joey has come out since and been like, we pitch Trish every season, and YouTube's like, absolutely not. So at least they said yes to your brand friendliness back then.
That's so funny because they wouldn't like now, but it was just. I mean, even just throughout it, I
So
still
funny.
wasn't like VidCon. I remember that was the year where my face was all over VidCon on those billboards,
And
and,
you, like, couldn't
VidCon
come.
still wouldn't let me in. I was like,
Oh my God.
my face is on the building, man.
You're like, let me
Every
in.
other person has a pass, babe. My face is on the building, but then took that one too far. We know how that goes.
What, have you ever flopped ever in your career?
No, there's no way.
Me,
Yeah.
I feel like all the time.
I think you've never flopped. When I think about everything, as like, God, Girls Next Door was like peaked. It like started as a high. Then Holly's World is like your own show about your life and
But
friends.
that got canceled, even though it was like the second highest rated show on the network. So that very much felt like a flop to me.
But it was the second highest rated show, so why did they
Yeah.
cancel it?
The reason it happened was because they got a new network president, and the new network president, when you get a new president, they don't want to just coast off of what the last person did. They want to make their own mark and do their own thing.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, we want to get rid of the Playboy shows. So my spinoff and Kendra's spinoff got canceled, which kind of sucked because we weren't like with Playboy anymore.
Yeah.
Like Playboy
Yeah.
was still like taking a cut and like producing because that's the way the contracts worked. But like we weren't living the Playboy life, so that kind
Yeah.
of sucked. But
yeah, it's like such a different show.
I remember when those shows got canceled, I was devastated.
Yeah.
Devastated.
Oh my
Let me tell you. Oh my God. That's crazy though.
Did
It's
they ever
like,
pitch like a dating show for you?
No. Well, I mean, when I was going into Holly's World, the producer very much wanted to do like, oh, you're out dating and stuff like that. And I was single when I did Holly's World, so like whoever I was dating at the time would be on the show. But I was never like, I don't like showcasing my personal life really that much. So
Yeah, so you're like, nah. Because you remember the time all those like of love shows were
Yes.
so
oh
popular.
my
I
God,
was
like Flavor
shocked.
of Love.
Yeah, or like they had Daisy of Love. You know, they had like just every person had a dating show. And I was like, wow, that was cool, but you would
Remember
never.
Tila Tequila?
yeah,
Like,
Double
where-
Shot at Love.
Yeah, did she have one too? Did she have a show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Was
I
that
was-
what you were talking about?
I don't know.
thought you were-
I just know she was like around in that era. Now she's like wilding on Twitter.
She's she's really that's kind of scary now. But I more so from what she says, it's like kind of like the wild stuff. She's like super Christian. I think she's like right wing. I don't know. It's crazy. But she had one. She was kind of iconic. She was like the first like queer dating show. She had boys and girls try to date her.
Oh, that's
which was
iconic.
like crazy because it was like 2007. You know, so it was like such a
Yeah.
cool thing. But
Yeah, that is iconic. That is really
did you
iconic.
have a MySpace or were you too young?
No, I had a MySpace.
God, you must have been so.
I was like
young.
8, making my like top 8 and like
That's-
being like coding. Remember, like you would like code your
Yes.
page and like, oh my God, I loved it. I was older than that, but like still young.
That's why I got on YouTube because they provided you an HTML code back in the day. Like you could like get the code to embed your videos in there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start YouTube and then that way I can put on my MySpace and stuff like that. It was so
oh, that's
cool.
iconic.
But I remember your MySpace, all the girls next door had like all the professional photos, and I wanted professional photos so bad. I was like, they look so cool, and you could see when they're online. So you're like, online. Wait, so you're like in the mansion, like typing on MySpace, or like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
We all had our own MySpaces. I made Bridget's though. I don't know if she ever really got into it, but we were all
Really?
like on MySpace. I used to find sometimes when I was working at the studio, I used to find playmates on there too. Like certain people, if they started following me, I kind of assumed they knew who I was and was like familiar with the brand.
that's
and
so
if
cool.
I thought they were pretty enough, I'm like, oh, would you ever want to try out?
no way,
No,
really?
that's so fun. I would feel like I had all the power in my hands.
did.
Like click clacking
They
away.
did a Playboy one. Do you remember Forbidden? She was like the girls
Yeah.
of Cyber Girls, or I don't know, girls on MySpace. Do you remember her?
Uh-uh.
She sadly passed away, but she was like the girl on. She was like number one on MySpace. She had like she had the Christina Aguilera like black and white hair.
Oh, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. No pun intended tonight.
She was so cool, and I remember she had to be in Playboy, and she was like having a forbidden apple in her hand. I thought it was like so
Oh, that's
cool.
so iconic.
Yeah. Oh my god. I thought
Stop.
had I known, oh my god, I probably would have tried to like cast myself through. Probably I was friends with you. I think I was friends with like everybody, like anybody. I think Sarah Underwood was on there a lot, and I was like,
Oh, I love Sarah
I
Underwood.
love her too. Where's she at now? She's just
She's
like,
in Oregon. She on her social social media, her and her partner, they build like cabins
I was just gonna
out
say.
in the woods. It's
Oh,
really
you knew?
cool.
I was gonna say little huts, so I'm glad
Yeah.
Holly went and talked instead of me.
No, you have to look because her style now is
So cool.
interesting. They're like out in the woods and they build these really cool cabins.
Oh my god, I haven't like checked. I like love
And
her.
she just seems so like free and happy. It's so cute. It's such a
Yeah.
like change of pace for her. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know her. I'm being parasocial,
No,
but
it's amazing. It's adorable.
That's
know.
me too. I'm always like, that's good for her.
right. Holly,
you
I feel
allowed-
like you should. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm the worst. I'm the worst at talking over people. I'm the worst
I
at
am
ADHD
too.
central over here.
No, anytime I do like two guests are good, but anytime I'm on someone else's podcast, like canceled or anything where it's like two hosts, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what to say. I just don't talk at all.
Overstimulated boots. Yeah.
Yeah, I get so excited.
Are you allowed to talk about your Playboy shoot, or is it too early when this airs?
Actually, yeah, it'll be out. No, you can probably talk about it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I was like super excited. Okay, yeah. So it's so cool because it's like such a different world now. Like when obviously we talked about Playboy and that all came out, I was like, oh my god. Playboy, I hate Playboy. And then they kind of transitioned into doing like an OF style site. Like they had, because I remember they reached out to me like a year ago and they were like, do you want to like do Playboy? And I was like, yes. But then it was like an OF site and I was like, oh, well, I don't really want to
That's
do
exactly what happened to me.
that. Oh, they asked you to too.
Yeah.
So they were trying to like compete with OF. And they
Yeah.
might still do this, but this was completely separate as far as like, they're not the same team. But they like, I saw Tara Yummy do a Playboy shoot and she was like in the, the
Cheetah,
bunny
like,
outfit.
bunny.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
I really wanted to be in the bunny costume. I was in the bunny costume. I didn't really like ask, but I probably like could. Well, what's cool now about Playboy is because I loved it. I want to be in Playboy so bad my entire life, but obviously could never because I was never like tiny. You have to be like petite. So now it's like very body inclusive, like gender
It's
inclusive.
gonna be so iconic.
Yeah,
it's
really
like ran
cool.
by girls and gays now, right?
So good. My
Yeah.
photographer was Peggy Shoots Film. Do you guys know her?
I love her.
Do you shot with her?
Yes, I used to shoot with her all the time.
So, Carrie Ann, love
yes,
her so
I love
much.
her so
She's gonna do
much.
my live show. She's gonna like take the pictures at the live show. She did like
and
My
she's
Chemical Romance. Yeah.
best vibe, such a good person.
Such a good person. I've like known her for so long, and then she's like, "Yeah, I like submitted you so many times to do this shoot, like Playboy." So we did like recreated this like Anna Nicole cover. It was like so much fun. And then their like studios are so bougie. Like it just felt very cool, and it just felt nice to be like, yeah, it's like girls, gays. Like no, there was not one straight man there, and it was just
That's
wonderful.
the best vibe.
Yeah, it was just. I don't know, it was just like wonderful. And like we were like ordered Chicken Cafe, which we ordered today, and then we had cookies, and it was just like fun because I was like, oh my god, the Playboy shoots couldn't. Maybe they had cookies back then. I don't know. I'm just like assuming they didn't, but I was like, oh my god, to eat cookies and then like get to do the shoot. It was fun. And I did the Anna Nicole one, which was cool. So she had like these like furs on, and so like it was like I would have gone full naked, but like yeah, I think now they're like keeping it not that.
It's
so.
gonna be so.
awesome.
They're doing like a full print one next year. Like they're gonna do like once a year printing because I was like those covers. Like I have a whole wall with all the covers. Like you're on that
So
wall.
did I.
Oh,
You were on the
God.
wall. I had you.
Did you have a
Playboy
wall? Just
Yeah.
like taking the cover. They're just so pretty. And
Did
when
you do
we
it yourself too?
Moses helped me actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like ripped it up and then he helped me hang them all.
That's exactly
so
what
we
I
have like
did.
Anna, we have Pam, we have all the girls next door, all the covers.
Yes.
Because it's just so iconic and the name's iconic. Everyone's wearing bunnies all the time. So I'm glad that it can be brought back and like cool. And I said this on my story. It's like you girls really made it for girls because I think for so long it was like taboo, like ew, it's like gross men and why would they degrade
Yeah.
themselves? And then when she watched the girls next door do it, it was just like, oh, that's what I want to do.
It was for the girls, and like
Yeah.
yeah, just growing up on Girls Next Door, it was all the girls. And it's so funny. All my friends who are gay now, like they grew up on Girls Next Door. Like,
so cute.
It's so cute.
Everyone loves
Yeah.
it. Everyone loves Girls Next Door. And I feel like specifically that show, which is like so wild to me when you said like they didn't pay you the first season. It's like you guys were like the star of the show. Like no one cared about Hugh Hefner like as the show. Like he was like there, but he was like always just like
He could have been literally like a prop. He could have been like Louis the Pumpkin. like it's like
Louis
it's
is
like
iconic though.
Louis is so
Yeah,
iconic.
he
Yeah,
would
let me not, no
never.
Tino shade to Louis.
We have him in my garage. We have Louis. I love
know,
him
I
so
just
much.
saw him.
Oh, okay, is that what it?
Stop. That's maybe why he was on my mind.
Oh, no, I
Stop.
just-
Now I want another Playboy wall.
The first pitch they did to us, they wanted Moses to be on the cover or on the shoot with me, but it would have been great. It would have been cool, but it was a Conehead one.
The Pam Anderson cone.
Wait, what? I want to see.
I can see you wanting to do that though, because it's so camp.
No, I didn't want to do it. They pitched it to me, and I was like, no,
But
like
I can
that's
see when
wait.
he pitched it. I can see, but
Can I-
Pam
I have
looks
to Google
hot
it.
in that picture.
Yeah, but he was
isn't
gonna wear a Conehead. Like
yeah, you're like no.
Wait, hold on, Googling.
It's Dan
Forgive me.
Aykroyd as a conehead, and then Pamela's just like touching his cone.
yeah, I thought I've never seen Conehead, so I don't know what it's about. I'm just like, I hate that character. I've never seen it, but I hate it. I'm
What's
just like,
it
I don't
from?
like it.
Saturday
I don't
Night
know.
Live.
Oh, is that
It was
what?
just this weird old Saturday Night Live skit where they were.
Stop.
We'll insert a picture, Jimmy.
Stop.
I
That
mean,
is so
Moses,
funny.
you would have ate this up.
no, that would have been so weird.
That's
I was like,
so camp. Wait,
and
honestly.
bless them. I love that they came up with concepts, but I was like, no, I had to say no. And I rarely say no. I'm always just like, whatever you guys want to do. But I was like,
Yeah. That is so rare. You never say no. Fair.
That one I was
she
like,
said
I
no
don't know.
cone head.
Because like you said, it's just, I've never seen it. Maybe if I saw it, maybe I'd get more into the character, but I'm like, this just looks, everything about
That
it
is
looks weird.
a crazy ask of Moses too. Like the
is.
prosthetics,
It
like
really
that's nuts.
And it's on the Playboy like Instagram, and it's all like these like super sexy girls, and I'm just like, I don't know if like we're mom and dad, and I don't know if we like, you know, like
Yeah, if it's giving cone head, especially like your first, you've been wanting to do Playboy forever, and like that's the one. It's like, wait, hold on.
yeah.
That's so funny.
I was glad when they switched to Anna.
So
I was
he
like,
didn't
okay.
end up doing it like that.
He did not end up doing
my
it. Yeah, this was
God.
like a dream I had to live out on my own. I love including Moses and everything, but I think this was a solo dream for
Right?
me.
Like if they asked me, I'm like Makoa, I'd be like, no, this is
That
yeah.
would make more sense because he's like a model, you know what I mean? And Moses loves to do cosplay with me, but I mean, I think that one was a
Oh,
little
you guys
wild.
would slay, but it's just like it's such a solo dream. Like I get what you're saying completely. I'd be like, this is my moment.
Anything else, I'm like so down for.
Yeah.
But, and then that one of all things, and I was like, they had men on Playboy. I didn't know. That was like the first time I saw it, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Hef would allow it.
No, there was like a handful of men. Well, they really wanted any kind of celebrities to be on the cover. And sometimes it was hard to find like women who wanted to pose. So if they would have like a comedian on and a sexy girl, there's probably been about, I mean, I don't know what the number is since I didn't keep track after I left, but there may be like 10 different guys. Like Seth Rogen was on.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on the first time I went to the Playboy Mansion. I remember the girl who posed with him. She was like so skinny. I remember being like, and she was eating a quesadilla. I was like, God, I wish I could be that skinny and eat a quesadilla. Like I was so
Right.
jealous. But I remember her cover was about to come out. She's like, yep, Seth Rogen's on it with me. And he's like looking at my skirt or something. And I still don't know who it was or when it came out or anything. That maybe it was like 2009 or something when I was up there. And I remember being like, oh, that's so cool. And stuff. But she was awful to me. I don't remember who that girl was, but she was so mean to me.
I know who it was. I won't say her
Do you
name,
know?
but
Okay.
I know who it was.
She
yeah.
was beautiful and so tiny and eating a quesadilla. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool. But then she like literally ignored me, which is fine. I was kind of a flop up there. I kind of looked a little crazy. I had like teased hair. I, like,
stop.
No.
I
Oh
thought I
my
was going up
God.
slaying, and I just
No.
definitely never got invited back.
Being a is just always ugly. You can be the hottest girl in the world, and if you're just like a bitch, like
Yeah, it definitely made me instantly be like, I hate this so much. And then I was like over Playboy altogether. I'm like, if Holly was here, she would never be mean to me. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe back then.
No.
Were you nice? Were you nice back then? And be like honest.
Well, I would say in the beginning.
Because you don't compete with girls. You're like being pitted against each other. Like,
I would say in the beginning, I was probably more just standoffish and quiet.
Yeah.
But I really made an effort, maybe like a few years in, like maybe I lived there like 2 or 3 years, to like meet every playmate that came, because playmates would come from all over and they'd stay at the guest house, and they would usually show up and like a secretary would give them a tour, and then they would be expected to like go out to a nightclub with like Hef and the girls, and they'd just be coming up. They haven't met anybody. So I always volunteered to like meet all the girls at the door and like show them around and meet them. And it just changed the vibe so much. Not to like give
that's
myself
great.
so much credit,
Yeah.
but I feel like it really was like a necessary step to make everybody feel a lot more comfortable.
that's
And not,
gotta
like,
be like
intimidating.
even just now in like Hollywood, like if I've been in situations, you know what I mean, where you're like just like a girl of a bunch of girls for something. It's the most intimidating thing if girls
Yeah.
aren't warm and welcoming, and it was probably such a competitive environment where like
Totally.
oh, did you ever see girls like fist fight like crazy?
Not with each other, but
at the Playboy Mansion.
there was one girl, one time we were going out at a club, and security was like taking us to the restroom, and one of the girls tried to cut in front of the line. She got in a fist fight with like somebody else in the restroom. But
oh my God.
like
and
each
then did
other
she get
at the
kicked out?
And you know, Hef was like, ew, right?
no, she actually didn't get kicked out
he's
right
like,
away.
"That's
She
fine."
got kicked out eventually, but yeah.
That's crazy. That's like Hustler style. Over
Yeah.
there. Hustler was trying to do a rebrand. They reached out to me and they were like trying to do something, but also they were trying to pay like actually so low,
Yeah.
so low, where I was just like, I mean, it covers like a dinner, you know what I mean? Like so low. And I was like, God, but I get they're trying to rebrand, but I was like, it's also Hustler at the end of the day. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be like,
Yeah, I go to
don't
their
know.
casino sometimes. Is that the same thing, Hustler
The
Casino?
one here in LA?
Yeah. So
Can you
bad.
gamble here in LA? I didn't know.
Yeah, I played poker here in LA. It's not in LA though. It's like
Like Commerce or
yeah,
something.
some town I don't know the name of.
So like, is it like because it's on like Native American land or something? It's like different. Like it's, or am I getting that wrong?
I think
it might be a Native American
Sounds
casino.
right.
Poker is not gambling.
oh, poker's not
But it's a
gambling,
casino.
really?
Like it's a whole casino where people are gambling, and it's probably like 30 minutes
Yeah,
away.
because there's pachanga and stuff, so that's why I was like, okay, it must be legal. Or maybe it's legal. I have no idea. I know nothing about it. I just thought you always had to go to.
No,
like,
it's so
Vegas.
much better in like Vegas. Obviously, we should all go to Vegas soon.
Yes.
Well, you girls are in Vegas. You're always there. You both are like
I love
Vegas
it.
Yeah,
girlies.
we should just coordinate so we're all there at the same time.
Literally, we should.
Yeah,
It'd be so
yeah.
fun.
Sneak you into the win.
And yes, I would go with you. Everyone's
such a good idea.
Everyone's always trying. I wouldn't, but with you, I would. And if I caught
That'd
the
be so
arrest,
fun.
I'd be full glam. So the
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
You'll get your mugshot you wanted.
Yes.
Kind of a good, to just be a hot topic, you know what I mean? To talk
Yes.
about it. I love it. That'd be actually
Mugshot
so
merch,
fun.
like, come on, I need it. Oh
that
my
would
God.
be wild. I do love Vegas. We do, but I think our Vegases are all very different. How we all experience Vegas. Okay, when you go to Vegas, what do you guys do from like 5 p.m. to midnight?
Gamble.
You're out gambling.
Gambling, dinners. I do like the clubs sometimes. I used to like them way more, but I'm like, I'm clubbed out. No.
You're not a clubber.
Not at all anymore. It's like, and anytime I go, I just immediately regret it.
Are
And my
you a
feet
clubber?
hurt.
Not so much anymore. I would go though. I used to be.
I've never been to a Vegas club in my life.
Oh my God, we shall go.
But I'm also like, what do you do once you get there?
That'd be fun. We could like go one night when like someone like funny is performing. Like Lil Dicky has like a residency at like Resorts
Little
World.
Dicky.
You know who Lil Dicky is?
I love all the littles. Earlier in there, you're like little Zam, little Chris,
theme.
little Miles, like all the stuff like that. You're like, all these.
It really, yeah, I definitely had my Lil era.
I love it. Love little Dicky.
No, you would love Lil Dicky. I think if you got into
You
Lil
know
Dicky.
him?
no, I'm just
Okay,
asking,
thank God.
who's Little Dicky?
What? Lil
Thank
Dicky?
God.
Like,
Did anyone know him? Do you know him? No one knows him.
Are you? This is crazy.
No offense, little Dicky.
You need to watch. I'm offended for Lil Dicky right now. You need to watch the show Dave on Hulu. You won't, but you would get so into it. You would end up like cosplaying as them. Like I
Dave.
swear.
What is Dave? I never heard that one.
Lil Dicky, I'm blanking on his real name right now, but him and, is it like Benny Blanco? He has like a show based on his life, essentially. All the celebrities are in it, like the Biebers, Kardashians, Jenners, everyone's in it, like in the show, and it's all based on like his real life in Hollywood, and he's like really funny, and like funny, like he's kind of like, he has an eccentric look, and he's super funny, and like all of his songs are about like how small his is.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
It's
why
like-
it's Little Dicky.
Yeah.
That's cute.
No, but I really think you would, I think you would like Lil Dicky. I wouldn't pitch like a Lil Xan to you. Like that's like,
Little
you know.
Xan sounds scary.
Yeah, like that's not like Lil Dicky's like, I
And
don't
he's
know.
at the clubs.
Yeah, he like, we should just go to like a funny, or like a residency, like a Katy Perry or someone. That could be fun.
Oh, like that. That's like a show.
That's different. Yeah, that's
like
not a club.
I love like the Britney Spears show was everything.
Yes, that was so
Did you
fun.
go?
Yeah. Did you go to this? You guys, you went.
I've never
I
been.
went to the opening. Yeah, it was so amazing.
Did you met her and knew her?
I've never met Brittany. No.
Oh God, I like loved her. I did the meet and greet, and she was definitely just like she just wants to like get through and stuff like that. But it's still iconic. I
Yeah.
still loved her so
Did
much.
she say words
No, but
at all?
No,
Like, no.
she had a show to perform. She's like, I'm not wasting my vocals on this.
Oh, like not even high though, just like silent. That's so.
Yeah, no, I actually thought it was iconic. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? She is Britney. Like I was just literally happy to be standing next to her. Like I couldn't care less.
I need to
if
see
she
the
was-
photo. I haven't seen the photo.
Yeah, I have like a prom dress. Me and Gigi Ward just went. We went together, and we had prom dresses on. And
Oh,
our
I
hair
did see that,
teased.
actually.
Yeah, it was a good time. We stayed in the Barbie Suite at the Palms, which is like no longer there.
I miss the old Palm so
Me
much.
too. I feel like even though I was an adult, I feel like I grew up at the Palms because it was the first place I like got to be an adult when I was like away from the mansion.
Oh yeah,
And like all the
those-
Playboy suites and the treatment there was probably crazy. Like you
yeah.
were probably like the Palms princess.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was so
God.
fun.
I love the Palms.
Are they
That's
still
like-
there?
Different. It's different now.
It's different.
It's under new management.
No
so
Playboy?
it's not the same. Yeah, no Playboy.
No Playboy, and they still have like the Real World suite. I'm like,
They still
Okay,
market
what?
it that
but I
way?
think they changed. They probably don't
Oh,
call
okay.
it that
Oh,
anymore.
I was like, who books that?
Yeah, but like you're
30
gonna get
years
rid
later.
of the like. I remember the pool that overlooked the strip with the
Yeah.
Playboy. Like, what's your craziest Palms memory?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
I'm so
God.
good.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I feel like I don't have like the best crazy stories because I was always on such a short leash. They're running through my head and I'm like, no, I'm self-censoring like crazy. I'm like, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. They're
Oh
not
my
savory.
God.
Anything with any exes? Any like wild stories with them at
Yeah,
the
just
Palms?
like king.
in the hotel, like
yeah,
what, like
yeah.
and like elevator, like
Did
crazy.
Chris
not, like, in
Angel
the room.
like do crazy shit in bed? I'm sorry, Holly. Let me shut the up.
Trigger warning?
Fine, I don't care.
Okay. Wow.
Crazy.
Holly's gonna be in the car ride home. Like, God, I just spent the day with such a weird fan.
I love that you asked. I want to ask so bad, but I'm like, oh, let me not ask.
Well,
You're
you,
like,
have a funny Chris Angel story. I don't know. if
we
you
have
can tell, but-
very well, not similar. Like you have done a different experience. I liked Chris Angel because of you, truly. And then like when I got to befriend Holly, I was just like, well. I wasn't really friends with Chris Angel, but we were friendly, and I thought he was cool because he like dated Holly. So I was just like, well, I love this person.
Literally,
But
you made him so cool.
You did make him
I'm
cool.
serious.
No, for real. And like, yeah, we have very different experiences, obviously. But like, not to say whatever. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I was definitely like, I'm Team Holly now. So
That was a crazy time. Like that.
It was
when
a
you
crazy
were-
time. I do have a funny Chris Angel story. When I first started seeing him, I was coming to Vegas for other reasons. There was a job thing I was doing. But people started to like hear that we were like seeing each other, and two guy friends I had in Vegas took me to, remember the Artisan Hotel? Did you ever go there? They took me to the Artisan Hotel. They're like, you got to go to this cool hotel, because it was just in the afternoon, so nobody was there. He's like, oh, look how cool. And they're like, okay, we brought you here for a reason. They fully had an intervention or an attempted intervention with me, and they're like, you can't date this guy. He's the worst vibe in Vegas. He's rinsed through every girl at the Playboy Club. He's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. And of course, I'm stupid and didn't listen. But also another weird thing that happened is I was staying at the Palms around the time I was seeing him, and I went downstairs and they had like a TV that was playing in the diner, and they were running like a local public service announcement.
About Chris Angel? Don't date this guy.
We need those in LA. We need those everywhere.
Yes, but no. So I shit you not, this public service announcement commercial was like set in a nightclub, and all these girls were at a booth, and there was a guy leaning over, and I forget if the public service announcement was about don't you let your drinks get drugged or have safe sex or whatever. But I had a guy leaning over to like talk to the girls, and he was supposed to be like this Lothario guy that these girls are supposed to be avoiding. But I swear he was styled to look exactly like Chris Angel. And I'm like the hat
You
was the
probably
same
left
type
your
of
own
hat he
body.
would wear, and like the hair was the same type of hair, and the outfit, and you would only see him from profile. And I'm like, these guys are right. Like, he has such a bad reputation in this town that they literally made a PSA. But he's
I feel like I should have had to pay for that. That was so iconic.
That's behind a paywall. That's so good. That's like amazing. Oh my God.
I wish I could find a copy of this PSA.
It's probably out there. Someone probably could find it actually and like locate it.
So if anybody in Vegas was working on PSAs like 15 years ago.
What would
my
you guys
gosh.
like do? Like what were your like first dates? Like, was he like pulling a rabbit out of a hat? Like,
No, he was very big on like going dirt biking or anything that he could potentially get a paparazzi moment out of was great.
I love that though.
But he
Real.
wouldn't tell me. So like we'd go to Disneyland, and then all of a sudden this paparazzi would show up. And the tour guide I used to use at the time was very old school, like very by the book, and he was so annoyed with us. And
Was the paparazzi inside Disneyland?
yeah.
no, not
that's
having to buy the
wild.
fast pass for the shot. That's crazy.
That's actually why. And you didn't like that. You were like trying to keep it low key.
It wasn't that I minded it that much. It's that I was never like in on it
Yeah, like, tell
from the
me.
start.
Yeah. Do you think he was getting like money? Because like Heidi and Spencer were in with the paparazzi and collecting money for it. Do you think it was that, or he just wanted to be shot with you?
I don't know if he's that much in demand that he would have got. I'm not saying that to be shady, I swear. I just really don't think that's what it was. I think he was just, his show had just opened. It was getting the worst reviews of any show ever in Vegas.
Which one? At Luxor?
Believe, yeah.
His show does get bad reviews.
Yeah, and I think-
because I've never seen it. I always like pitch it as a joke, and everyone's like, "No, don't go."
I pitched it. Not pitched it as a joke.
I'm like, guys, let's go to Chris Angel night.
I used to go there every time we went to Vegas. I was
Really?
like, did we go to Chris Angel the other Moses? No. I used to take everyone there. I was like, let's go to Chris Angel.
Stop. Where's that era now?
Nice to me.
No, we go in like
we
Holly
go
merch.
again. We go with Holly.
Yes, let's go.
No,
Do you think
he would
he'd get
kick
kicked
me.
out?
He would 100% kick
Wait,
me out because
why?
I know so many people who've been kicked out of his show because he gives security a whole list of allegedly of people he doesn't like, and they will come and like take you out of your seat.
I wonder if I would get kicked out if I tried to go.
Probably
should
not.
start
No,
doing
he'd
that.
kiss your.
You think? No, I think not anymore. I think because I'm like friends with like you. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe.
No, he kissed your.
I was like in the
Yeah,
wall
friends.
of his show. I was like so excited. I was like, look at us on the wall. But so was like Flava Flav and stuff. But I thought it was cool that because you made it so cool when you were dating him. I was so jealous because I was like, that's like the ultimate it couple because he was cool for like a minute, right? Like mind freak, like
And you
everybody
paved
liked
the
him.
way for like hot girl dating like the grunge, like the
Oh.
crazy weirdo guy. Like,
We were
you know?
like Pam and Tommy if you ordered them from Wish. So bad.
You were like the Pam
That's
and
all you
Tommy
can ever
for sure.
ask for.
From Wish, but from Wish.
Stop.
But
You
speaking
kinda
of the
were.
guys who did the intervention, does Jared Garcia, is he your contact at Resorts World or no?
Wait, who's Jared Garcia? Who's this?
Oh, he's my old friend from Vegas. He was one of the intervention guys. Thank you, Jared.
Oh my god! Did you listen? Did you listen after the intervention?
No, I still.
you still were like, I'm dating him.
But
When I'm in those mindsets, things like that push me further. Like I'm no longer like
You're
that.
like, but you don't know his heart.
Yes, and like you're always
Daddy,
wrong.
I love him.
Yeah.
And it's Chris Angel. I'd be like, honestly, fine. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think he was like attractive back in the day, like especially around that era. Especially he went from like Hugh Hefner to like Chris Angel.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like
And
it's
that's just
obviously.
iconic.
I mean, all of it. Yeah, you think about all your like dating history, and I'm like, no, you have like iconic dating. It's
Icons
hard
only.
to like date someone after all the people you've dated. Like, it'd be hard for a guy to be
And
like.
then Pascal is crazy. Like you really are the Vegas like president.
No, this. Yeah,
Like, when
you
you're
really
like,
are.
okay, Mrs. EDC. Like that's so.
We should make a slot machine But it's like poker, and it's called strip poker, and there's video of us getting partially naked, and that's what you win.
Wait, how do you get that?
I don't know. We
I
need
would
to
do
call
anything.
up a slot machine company.
would
And you know they put it at like Circus. Like, it's like, if I'm on it, they're not putting it in any major casino.
I feel like Planet Hollywood might now because that's like your hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I think if we made it cute enough, like it could go.
Stop. They don't have like, there's Britney slot machines. Those are cute, but I always think that. I'm like, the slot machines are so like for the boys. Like,
They can make
we need
cute
like girly
ones.
girly ones.
I'm all about Harrah's. I love Harrah's.
Really? Harrah's on the Strip?
Yeah, I love Harrah's. We always stay there.
I haven't been since I was like 4.
Harrah's has some really good, like, they have good, like, food. And, like, yes, like, the ceiling was, like, dripping. They were, like, catching it with buckets. But it was kind of a sleigh. Like, I kind of love it. And they have, like, a really good steakhouse. They have Don Yasmin. And, you know, that's why we love
Let's go.
I would love if I did a residency. I'd do it at Harrah's.
People win
performed at
all the
Harrah's
slots.
once, one night only.
Only
What'd you say?
once?
I performed at Harrah's one night only.
Oh, wait.
Really?
What did you do?
They had a show there called $1 Million Quartet, and it's like a Broadway show
Love
that's
it.
about like Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and stuff. And at the end, they would have like guests come out and do like a number. So I played Anne Margaret and I sang with the Elvis guy.
Do you know what song you sang?
It's called The Lady Loves Him.
No way. Do you still know it?
I do still
lady's
know it, but my
dying to
voice
be
is
kissed.
jacked these days.
Oh my, that's my favorite song in the whole world.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it more
cute.
than it's from Viva Las Vegas. And she's like, gentleman needs, and then it's like, the lady loves me, but she doesn't know it yet.
Stop.
And did you have to like learn all the? Oh, God, that's my
Yeah.
dream. That's my dream.
You need a Vegas residency.
I know, but did
We
you
all
see?
do.
But
It'd be so fun.
That would be great. We should all get up and do like our act, like like have 3 things. That'd be everything. But
Yes.
it scares me because Erica Jane, who's like a legend, I love her, but like her show like just didn't do well. So sometimes it just doesn't translate. Because like yes, I'm hyped from your show, being like ready to do a Vegas residency, but then like you do it and like nobody wants to come. You know what I mean?
Well,
Which
it's like it's hard because it has to be like
Tourists.
almost like and like old people have to love it too, or just like hot women like Holly being like so hot, like that's bringing in everyone. Like
wish
You
they
guys
brought
are hot
Peep Show.
too. I love Peep Show. I feel so like grateful to have been a part of that because it was really like the last show of its kind.
It was so good, and all the like, it was kind of like Roxy on Chicago, where like the hot blondes would come through. Like, was Aubrey O'Day in it at one point? Well, she didn't play Bo Peep, but like who else played? Oh, Coco, right?
Yeah, she was after me.
So good. Did you open it?
I didn't open it. 2 other headliners opened it. A soap opera star and Mel B from the Spice Girls. They opened
yeah.
it for 3 months, and then I
Was it
came
Kelly
in.
Monaco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so funny because I had no idea it was ever any other
Yeah.
people. I thought it was
So
just
funny.
you and done. Like I had no idea.
Look like Bo Peep. Actually, maybe like subconsciously. That's
No,
why
that's
I picked
why I
blue
love
for
that
you.
blue color. It's
Yeah.
like my outfit.
It's good.
Well, and it was very like burlesque vibes. Like, would you do a lot of
Yeah.
dancing and like singing and stuff?
Yeah, it was. I had one singing number that I did eventually. I didn't start out doing it, but it was dancing and. Not
Do you
a ton
remember,
I'm
like,
not
the
a dancer. It wasn't a ton of dancing for me. It was
Pretty
mostly
good,
just
though.
Me being myself.
That's
I
so
love. Oh my god.
And there was like an acrobatic thing at the beginning. I was like wrapped up in like a silk, and I came down from the ceiling head first. It was
Were you
fun.
so scared to do that for the first time?
A little, but I was also just like the delusion of youth. I love that.
Yes.
part, yeah.
Oh my god.
But that was my favorite thing to do because people are always so impressed. They're like,
Oh.
she doesn't even have a safety on.
Wait,
We're just
really?
coming down 30 feet. Yeah.
Oh, I would be terrified. I'm scared of heights. I don't think I could do that. But I love the idea. Oh my god, that's actually. Would you do it now if they like brought it back?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the market, you were talking about the Erica Jane thing, the market is just so different than it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
There's so much to compete with. I'm like, I don't know if I would even sell tickets. But if I didn't have to worry about that pressure and somebody was just going to hand me a show, I
You would do
totally
it.
do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back, and then we'll just all take turns. We'll all just be a
So
6-week thing.
good.
Vegas is like the ultimate. Like that would be so fun. And I feel like it is weird. The other people that get like shows. I mean, Donny Osmond's been there like 20 years, and like sells out every night.
You know what though? Like when I first moved to Vegas, like that's all my parents wanted to see. That's all. So many people like they go there, like that age group, they go there, and their mission in life was to see Don, because it was Donnie and Marie at the time,
Yeah,
and
they
their
were so
mission
good.
in life was to see Donnie Marie.
Oh my god,
That's
we should
why
all
my
go-
middle
It
name
was
is
so
Marie.
popular.
Wait, because of Marie Osmond?
Yeah, because my parents were so
What?
Vegas, and they
That
were
is
like,
so cute.
That's
Yeah,
everything. We should go
isn't that
see
cute?
Donny Osmond.
I
I'll
would
come
love
with you
that.
guys if you come to
Yeah.
Donny Osmond with me.
I will go to Vegas for anything at any time. You could literally just be like, I need to go to CVS and it's closed. I'd be like, let's go to
my
Vegas.
gosh.
Like, and any reason, I'm so
Okay,
down.
so when we do the alien trip, then we should just
Yes.
keep going to Vegas. That would be everything.
Can you guys? Okay, it's so funny because like they could ask me to do genuinely anything, and I'm just like, yes, I'm so down. This is my dream. Like And so we're planning this alien trip that we've been planning for like 6
Since
months
January.
longer.
Mood board is done.
Yes.
But I still, like, honestly, like, what are we doing?
Oh, like what is the alien?
Yeah,
photo
like, what
shoot?
do we? Oh, it's just a photo shoot.
Yeah, it was just like for fun. It was like a kind of alien aesthetic I thought of because I thought it would be fun to go like as close to Area 51 as we can go to where like the weird gas station and the alien brothel is and just do a whole photo shoot.
Oh, yes.
have,
So
like, alien
good. But I want to
jerky.
like hunt. Like, what can we hunt for?
Yeah, we should make it like this episode.
Yeah, like, I think we
Episodic.
should film it.
We should see how close we can get to Area 51 without getting shot.
Oh my god, that sounds
I
terrifying.
love that.
I'll stay in the car. I'll be like, I'll drive for you guys. That
Right.
sounds good. I mean, like, how far is Area 51 from the place you're talking about? The alien place.
Oh, it's really, really close. It's like,
Really?
I'd say the alien places are like as close to Area 51 kind of. As you-
Why do I feel like you're like one phone call away from being able to get let into Area 51? Like, that's just so
sure,
you, so
Holly.
Vegas.
I'm lacking in that.
You
What were you
get,
saying
yeah.
earlier about the tunnels? It wasn't in Vegas. It was in LA. That people
Well,
allege there's tunnels. Never mind. That's
Yeah,
like a
people
whole-
allege there's tunnels here, but I've heard there's tunnels in Vegas that like the police use that you can drive in. And I'm not talking about the storm drain tunnels that like homeless people live in. I'm not talking about the Tesla tunnels. This was from before. But there was like, have you ever heard of that billionaire guy Jolo from Malaysia? Have you heard of that guy? So he had this big party like out in a dome somewhere, like out in the desert. And they took him to the party in the tunnels, allegedly. But I've been asking for years, somebody show me these tunnels, and nobody will.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that's-
Do you think it's real?
I think so, yeah, because I heard from a reliable source.
Wow. Oh my God. I want to know the
Scare
source.
me. Like,
Well,
just,
we both know him, but I can't say his name because I'm talking about it on TikTok. I tagged him. He's like, "Can you untag me? I'll get in trouble for that."
can you say
That's
it?
funny.
We'll bleep it, but
But
you just so good. Who was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it was, yes, went with car
Oh,
because
that's
they helped with like
crazy.
the Jolo party.
Stop. That's so. I feel like I've been seeing so much about all the tunnels under LA too. It's like, I was telling you, I toured this house the other day that had a tunnel under it to all these places in Hollywood, and they said Marilyn Monroe would like use it. I didn't. I've been trying to find out the tunnel lore. Like, I want to.
Are you into it? Are you like, I wanted to get this house now because of it?
No, I do not want that
I would
house.
be
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Like, who wants the tunnels go to?
I should take you there. I feel like it's a good
Yes.
ghost hunt. Like, it was really eerie, that house. I don't want it. I don't want any hauntings or anything. I hate ghosts. They scare the shit out of me. I would do something with you,
But you're a ghost magnet, right? They always come
I
to
think
you.
so.
Oh, you've seen the ghost? You have seen ghosts?
I don't know. I've just had a lot of weird shit happen. But listen, like, it's me. Like, I've been on drugs. I've been, like, it's like, was it a ghost, Tanner, or was it you high as yesterday that moved the planter?
I just keep myself as a non-believer so that way they don't come to me because I think they only come to people who like believe or something, and I'm just like, don't believe it, they're not real. So I'm hoping it just stays that way.
I'm like
They scare
really
me.
afraid of ghosts.
I am
weirdly.
too. Like, because what if you're like mean ghosts? Like in the movie Ghost, when those like demons come and drag them to hell. Like, I'm so scared
Yeah,
of
like
that.
Holly,
Yeah.
how are you? Oh my God, I could ask you questions for hours, but like, how the f- are you not like afraid of it? What's the weirdest experience? How did you date someone that did all that? Like, I have no questions.
I think I'm just so curious about it that I'm not afraid. But I've had a couple experiences in my house here in Hollywood where something happened and I didn't think it was like a ghost or something unexplained. I thought it was somebody breaking into my house, and the fear I felt, because when you think somebody's breaking into your house and you're there alone, you're like, I'm gonna have to fight for my life now. And the but then you realize nobody's there. But the adrenaline didn't leave for like a whole day. I was traumatized.
And you're still there at the house.
Yeah.
What
It's the house I showed
happened?
you pictures of. Well, one time I was asleep in bed and I always deadbolt my bedroom door, but in the middle of the night, the door just came crashing open, woke me right up. And I'm like, holy, nobody got in past my alarm. Nobody did. And that's still unexplained how that door opened. And then another story I had was, this is during quarantine. I was in my like a little kitchen dining nook, and I heard like an Amazon person drop off a package, and I'm just like waiting for them to leave so I can go like a troll and pick up my package. Out the door, yeah. And then so I finally stand up, and then I hear this voice like clear as day, like behind me, go hello, and I was like, what the. And my first thought, the only thing that made logical sense to me in the moment was that whoever the delivery person was somehow got through my deadbolted door, got past my dog without setting off my dog, and was right behind me. Like, that's how sure I was it was a person. I was going to have to turn around and like fight for my life.
And
But there
no
was
one
nobody
was there.
there.
And you're totally fine. You just talk it up as to being like, they're here and I'm living with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's nice. Like,
my
let
I
them
haven't had an
stay.
experience in a long time there, though.
And they never like
down.
possessed you or
No,
anything.
no.
Do
Because I
you
know
think that
that's,
that being around someone who was really like into ghost hunting and stuff like that, like made you more susceptible to things?
I did notice that when he and I were together, things were more active in my house, even though he was rarely ever at that house. Yeah.
Oh, so he was like a magnet for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, he like welcomes it. It's like, that's nuts.
Yeah, I know. We did a shoot yesterday with Petra Collins for I'm Sorry, and we did
So good.
Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. Have you ever played it?
You poke and then you fall, right?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, I never played it either. I didn't know what it was, and I just knew it was like scary.
How do you play?
So like someone lays on the floor, and then like you just have your fingers underneath them, like 2 fingers like this, or like I guess all fingers, I guess not 2, like just all your fingers, and you just like chant it over and over, and then like the person like just started levitating, and it happened. But you did say you were lifting because
I was
we were not
lifting,
lifting, and the reference was like, who was it? Because I wasn't lifting, and all of a sudden she's like going up, and I was like, oh my god, maybe I should try. Like I don't know, it was like so scary.
But I was way on the end. I was like by her ankles. So if I was the only one lifting, it would have just been one leg.
Who was the person across? Was it Drew across from you?
I think so.
Yeah, Drew from. Do you know Drew and Enya from Emergency Intercom? Yeah, so they were there too. So I think it was Drew across. So I guess, but yeah, I mean, it couldn't just be from the ankles. Like I don't know. It was crazy.
I
Oh
don't
my
want to
God.
get possessed.
Okay,
I hate like Ouija boards. I hate all of it.
Oh, same. I like can't do a Ouija board because I do think that's like so real. We had a little what was that character? That little Star Wars character in there. What was that? We got rid of the demon. You remember that demon thing that was in there?
Oh, it was like a Yoda, but demonized.
Do you know like Darth
Demon
Maul?
Yoda?
Yeah,
Darth Maul. Oh,
Okay.
Darth Maul, Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Yes.
Mashup? Oh my god. Cute.
It was a Baby Yoda, but it was a Darth Maul, and I didn't know. I just thought it was cute, and I was like, oh, I want to get this little thing. It's cute, and it's like red and black, but it looks like Baby Yoda or whatever. And so we had it in the glam room. Actually, I had to stage it, but this thing would like throw itself off the like top shelf. Yeah,
Girl.
and it would just like throw itself down, and I was like, oh my god. And this is when all the bad stuff was happening. This is when we did oversharing over there. That was red and black. So like all of a sudden, all these like demonic things were happening in our house, and like we staged, and honestly, it's doing so good, thank God. But I was like, really, we had to get rid of it. So, anyways, I had my friend go throw it in the trash or whatever. I was like, get rid of it. But you're not supposed to throw like a Ouija board in the trash or something because like
They'll come back.
Yes, our Darth Maul came back. It
You're
was like outside
lying.
the thing. I do think someone took it out of the trash and thought we like just didn't need it there because they put it right in front of our doorstep. So maybe someone that like helps around our house or something did it.
Oh my God.
But it came back on the doorstep and I was there and I was like, ah.
Oh my god.
I would lose it.
Yeah, so I just like say I don't believe, like, you know, I love you, Jesus. Like I have all that stuff like that. So I was like, okay, but it was crazy to play because I was also scared. Do you remember that game that was like, this is like not hot topic, whatever. I was gonna we should
I
probably
love
get to
it.
something relevant. Me like being like, oh, remember this game?
You could talk about anything and I would listen.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, haunted stuff kind of scares me a little bit. Not gonna lie. That's why I like love when Halloween's over. Like I love the cosplay, but like the Halloween of it all. is a little
Yeah, like scary stuff.
But it was fun yesterday because we were like Mormon wives, so it wasn't so scary. It was kind of like cute.
That's
It was
so
very
fun.
camp.
Yeah, it was camp. Yeah,
That
yeah.
I can't wait
I know,
to
it sounds like
see.
demonic. It wasn't at
Yeah.
all. It was like
No,
cute
that's,
and
like,
funny.
really
And it was
good.
like such an honor. I was like, I remember when Petra Collins first DM'd me, and I was just like, I love you so much. And then I saw you
Yeah.
shot with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's like so iconic in every way. And it was cool. We did. It was for her like a purse, like a little cute purse, had a little cute bow on it.
That's so
And she was
fun.
so nice. Like, you know when people are like so big and so famous, you know, she shot for like Vogue Japan and Vogue, like all these things.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh my God. I was nervous. I like, everyone was like serving and I was just like so scared. I like didn't know how to
No.
pose. I'm like, tell me how to pose. I don't know. I was like really nervous, but it was
You would
fun.
fit right in. I can't wait to see it.
It was really cute.
I
And I
literally
love
can't
that you were
wait.
there. Like I didn't know what it was involved. She's like, do you want to do this like little I'm sorry shoot? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then it was like Keelan, who's Terry Joe, and then Holly, and then Drew and Enya were there, which was really cool.
That's a
So
great
so
group
fun.
of people and
It
so
was really
iconic.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, Drew and Enya had so
Stop.
much lore too. I love learning like the behind the scenes stuff that people can't talk about on the podcast. You know what
Me
I mean?
Did they
too.
tell you about the? I don't know if they don't want me
Yeah.
to share, but the person who was like inside their house, like
No.
living inside. There was like an intruder living inside their house. They didn't know, and the guy was shaving his pubes and like leaving pubes in the shower.
Oh my God.
What?
Now I
Yeah,
feel like
the
someone's doing
craziest-
that
Okay,
to
that's
me.
scary. Yeah, I always heard about people like living in the attics too. I always have those to check
Frogging.
everything. Wait, what is it called? Frogging?
They call it
Frogging.
frogging.
There's a movie about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Because
Wait,
they
really?
sneak into people's houses and see how long they can live there before getting caught. And since they leap from like home to home,
Oh my
it's
God.
called frogging.
New fear unlocked.
Yeah.
I'm literally so
kidding.
scared. Oh my God, that's like terrifying. Yeah, when I lived alone, I was like, that was my biggest fear. Someone was like living in the house with me. I was just like, oh my God.
I check everything every night.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
scared.
Me
I just got a
too.
pepper spray gun and I'm so excited about
yeah,
it.
you need
I
it.
love
I
self defense.
Yeah, you have to be prepared. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For any demons. I don't know how you defeat a demon, but like, I
Yeah.
guess if it's just like a random person coming in.
It's all of it. Oh my God, all of it
my-
scares me so much.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
enough to demonic stuff.
Hot topics.
Let's see hot topics. So,
I come on here and I like just no holds. I'll talk about anything. I don't care.
what are your guys' plans? Now it's the holidays. You just finished tour. Is it season 3 of?
Yeah, I'm in the process of finishing up. I have like a week more to film. I did season 3 of the Playboy Murders and season 2 of Lethally Blonde. So
That's
Lethally Blonde is such a good name.
Did you come up with it?
No, I wish.
It's so
I didn't.
good. It's so fitting.
I love
As
it.
you were doing Playboy Murders, did you find out a lot of stuff you didn't know?
Absolutely. No, that's
Yeah.
why I decided to do it, because my agent came to me with it and I was like, I don't want to do another Playboy thing. Like, I'm
Yeah.
up to my ears in it. But he's like, just look at this deck and see if you'd want to do it. And there were so many, because I thought they would start with all the most famous stories, which we have ended up covering. But they had a deck full of like stories that I hadn't even heard of. And I thought I knew everything about what happened to anybody involved with Playboy. And I was like, this is a show I would actually watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to do this.
Oh, I'm
So-
binging it tonight. That's
Have you never
crazy.
seen it?
I've seen
It's so
clips,
good.
but I haven't like seen it. And I
It's
need
so
to.
like cool lit too. She's always like in black leather with like pink lights behind her. Like it just looks
wow.
super cool. I love it.
No, but I love true crime too. That's so.
Yeah.
Were any of the murders in the mansion, or they're all kind of
No,
following the lives of girls who like?
That'd be
Yeah.
wild if there was one in the mansion. We were just like living in there. Like it's
Right,
nothing.
but couldn't you just like? I feel like if Holly was like, yeah, and then someone was murdered, and then we started shooting girls next door, like I would be like, okay,
Because Playboy has like darkness around it. Like I only knew the Dorothy Stratton one, and I remember being like, "Oh my god, that's so scary." And I remember thinking like, "Oh my god, if I did Playboy, like something dark's gonna happen." Because it was just like surrounded in that for a while. But then the
Yeah.
show came out, and then it was like light and fun. But I remember
Yeah.
thinking like, "Oh my god, everyone is like gets unalive that comes here." It's pretty
crazy.
wild. Yeah, I don't even like true crime, and I like watch it because I'm like, but it scares me. It does scare me.
yeah, I get super paranoid. It helps having like a man. I guess you're right. Like when I'm like single and living alone, I get so.
Oh, I agree with you. But Holly's like, I love being alone. I was
You're a
like,
boss.
"What?"
So you would take down
She
a
like
ghost.
loves
You
her
would take
alone
down.
time.
Yes.
I can't. No, I lived alone my entire life, basically until I was like 32, and it's like I was just so scared and paranoid. Everyone's like, you seem so happy in life, and I am, but it's like also I just feel safe. Like most like my
Yeah.
security guard, so I just feel like it's like living with a security guard full time because I'm like if I hear something, like go check it out. You know what
I'm
I
the
mean?
same way with Makoa.
It's kind of the best. I love. Did you have were your significant others were they like that? Were they someone who'd go look, or were you the one who's like I'm gonna go look?
Kind of. Well, I mean, the guy would always take the initiative. I'm going to go look. But I would
Okay.
always do things like at night, I would go through the house and make sure every door and window was locked every single night. Like,
Oh, you
I
did
was
it.
taking
You did the
precautions.
rounds.
Yeah.
Because when Christine Quinn was here, she was talking the story, and she talked about it on my podcast of how there was like an intruder, and like there was a famous intruder, like not famous, but like the intrusion was publicized, and she was saying how she basically told her husband to go with the kid in the bedroom, and she got her gun and like went out to go get him
No
and stuff like that. And I was
way.
like, okay, damn.
Oh my god, imagine you're like about to rob a Hollywood Hills house and Christine Quinn just shoots you in her like bedazzled pantsuit. Like that's
Literally.
insane. That's so insane.
I was so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh,
Damn.
that's wild. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. And I every guy I've been with, like I never lived with someone, but even if like overnight, I'd be like, go check it out. They're like, no, I'm not gonna like go check out the noise. And I was like, oh my gosh, like
What?
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like there's certain stereotypes I should like keep. Like, you know what I mean? Like men should go.
yeah,
noise, you
absolutely.
know?
Oh my
I
god.
think that's the only ick I get is like
Men need a purpose.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
They used to go to war.
Yeah, so I was
They
like,
used to
you
go
go
to
check
war.
it out. They love to do it too. He'll like jump a fence and go check things out, take a mouse out, you know what I mean? All that stuff like that. But it is kind of great.
This house is just big too. Like I would be like really like looking at all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, we have like a little monitor. Did you ever go to Shane's house where he had all those like monitors? Like he just like looked at it like 24/7. And so we have like kind of that thing now, so you can just kind of like monitor. And
I
all
love
this-
that. That's my favorite show. My security cameras. That's my favorite show. I'll just sit and watch it. Like,
See
are you
all
kidding
of
me?
it.
Yeah.
We got a haunted house next to Holly's haunted house.
Oh my god.
Giving
Jesus.
ghost twins together. You guys are pretty close to each other now in proximity.
Yeah,
though,
we
so.
really do. Yeah.
But
You
also,
live-
like
your
you're
area's
also out
better.
this area too. You're like tri-coastal because you're like in this area, Hollywood, and then
Yeah.
say exactly where you're at. I guess
I gotta move further though. I'm ready for this fantasy. We're gonna be neighbors.
We're gonna be neighbors too. We'll all just
Us
be
and-
together.
This neighborhood.
That'd be so cool. And then we can do photo shoots all the time in my garage.
Every day. We're gonna have enough for a calendar in like approximately a
Oh
year.
yeah, we're doing a calendar. Should we announce all our stuff we're doing together?
Yes.
We're all doing stuff together. It's gonna be fun.
This
Make a
is-
calendar. Come. Just kidding.
No, Dad. Oh my god, this is about to be the best year ever. Like
Yeah.
all of our plans are so good.
Yeah, we're yeah. I don't know. I guess it's
Say
like weird to
it.
say it. No, I guess it's like weird to say it.
Say it.
You should say everything. I love it.
Wait, now I'm getting weird
I know,
to say
I know,
it.
I'm like-
Break the ice.
Trisha and I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
But we have a very different concept.
I feel like we shouldn't
think
say
it
the
was-
concept. Not that's like that genius, but I feel like it's a good concept. But like
It
I
is
shouldn't
so
say
good.
it.
We can't let
We
these
should The first episode is out in like a few weeks, so
I am. It's
so
like
exciting.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited. And Hollywood was gonna come on and slay. Like I
would
feel like
love
it's
to.
like
Yeah,
it's
that'd
gonna be
so fun.
We just needed something. You and I have been like ideating for a while, but it's like with Just Trish and Canceled, like we didn't want to take our topics away.
Yeah, it's something
and
different.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because then if you came to
Yeah.
Oscar and I came to Brooke every week and we just had nothing to give,
didn't
it's
talk
like
about the same thing.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we finally I think have thought of like a really
I'm
good
really
concept.
excited. I'm like,
And by we I mean you. You thought of this. I can't take any credit.
no, well, we can tell the story when it happens, but like I was inspired by you. I like got so inspired, and I was like, oh my god, this is what we need to do. This is like an epiphany. I was like, this is it.
I'm so excited. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm not like the godliest, but I really prayed for something to come together for you and me, and then you texted
Did you
me
actually
and-
pray?
Yes, I swear.
And didn't you say the idea like dropped into your head?
Yes, literally, I was
Whoa.
driving to Playboy.
The universe
and
is at work.
Yeah, I only get thoughts like when I'm driving. I'm rarely driving because I never leave my house. But I was like driving like long distance. I'm like going to mid Wilshire, and I was just like, "This is what we need to do. This is what we have to do."
And you were like kind of by my house, so maybe like my
Yeah.
prayer sent to you. I swear
Yes.
to God, I prayed.
Oh my god, that is so weird. And then I like sent you like 5,000 voice memos at like 10 a.m., which I like I don't even know
No,
if she's up, but
I
I'm gonna
woke
send her all
McCullough.
this.
I was like, babe, get up.
Oh my god, I was so excited, and I was like, I had to do it before I like got into the building and like lost reception. I'm like, I gotta get this great idea out.
No, and it's oh my God, waking up to a voice memo from you is arguably the best start to
Oh
a day.
my gosh, I was
and
so
we
excited.
are gonna kill it. Like the just
Oh yeah, we're also doing a time traveler show.
like I can't wait. I literally
cannot
that's like I'm
wait.
living out all my like fantasies.
What era?
my dreams.
What eras? Should we do? Like, what's your favorite era to time travel back to and like do something in?
I think it kind
70s
of
would be
depends,
fun.
like where we can find like locations where we can really immerse. I was thinking 70s. You know how they have the Brady Bunch house and it's preserved exactly like the Brady
I
Bunch.
did not
Wait,
know
no,
that.
I didn't know that
Yeah,
either.
no, it's in the valley, and they redid it for like some HGTV show
Yes,
to
I
restore it,
remember.
so it looks exactly like the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know yet what our task will be on the show, like what we actually have to do when we get there.
I'm so happy we have her on the case.
I know,
like,
like,
I could never
producer.
Be
execute.
a setting.
That'd be so
Yeah.
cool, like that show, that 70s house. Remember MTV did it and everyone had to live like it was the 70s?
Yes.
That would be
Oh,
so
whoa.
cool. And we're three blondes. We could be Marsha, Jan, and Cindy.
That's so like it's so funny because like when we do it like this show, like I feel like you guys are very knowledgeable on so many things I'm not. Like I'm gonna know nothing.
But you said 70s. What would you want to do in the 70s? What would you
I don't know, like
You said
mushrooms and like tie dye.
70s. That's a wild show. Okay.
We should
I
all
love
take
it.
mushrooms. Do you like mushrooms?
I want the mushrooms
love
that
it.
made your dog talk to you.
Yeah, those were so good. But I don't love
Not
them back in the
to,
day.
I forget you
I
both
know.
have kids. Like I'm like we should all do mushrooms. Like
They're
let me
natural.
stop.
I mean, I want to do them. Like, obviously, I would like have like Moses stay here or something. I'm not gonna like.
If it was a work assignment and the kids were with their dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic behavior.
Mushrooms. I was thinking like going to like Bridgerton or something like that era and just like trying to bathe without like water.
That's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to bathe without water. I hate bathing.
I just want to go to
I do
Gettysburg
it, but I hate
and
it.
sit on a cannon.
Oh, that would
Well,
be.
see, like what? I have no idea what you might as well have been speaking Rubik's Cube. Like, what do you mean?
Sit on a cannon. What happens when it fires off?
Ooh, kind of sexy.
So funny.
wig is
It
shedding.
becomes an OF show all of a sudden.
Not
We're like on
kidding.
this cannon. That's kind of everything.
What are the
though.
cannons? What do the cannons have to do with Gettysburg?
I don't know. I was just picturing
Gettysburg.
myself like sitting on a cannon.
That's hot. I'm down.
With like a big dress or
But
something. like
Gettysburg
that.
is where they have like the Civil War reenactors and stuff.
So it's
we
a
could,
place?
yeah.
I thought it was just like
Oh,
the
is it?
address.
because he made the address at Gettysburg.
Oh,
I
makes
do.
sense.
I'll go to Gettysburg for sure.
Yeah.
I will
Turn
go
some
anywhere
weather.
with you too.
Every episode could be like a different era, and we have to go and like immerse ourselves in the era. And there's some like task we have to do, like maybe we have to like make something happen, but only using the technology of the time. And if we succeed,
Oh, that's so good.
then we win money to give to charity at the end.
That's so
I love. Oh yeah,
fun.
that's fun. That's like a game show too
You
at the same
ate
time.
Be a
with
good
that.
comedy. I've
Well,
been
she has
thinking
like
about it.
3,000
Ever
TV
since
shows.
Trisha
Yeah.
first brought it up, I was like, oh my god, that sounds so
Okay,
fun.
that's so fun.
So
I'm so down. I think the like scariest one would be like the 50s, like having to be a housewife, like just
Ugh.
like cooking and cleaning and like I can't clean. I literally have never cleaned in my life. Like I remember the first times as an adult, someone came to my apartment and my toilet had like a ring around it, and they're like, "You're supposed to clean your toilet." I was like, "I'd never heard of that. I didn't know you're supposed to clean a toilet. Like what?" And it
Yeah.
was like the dirtiest toilet ever, and I was like, "I have no idea how to do it. I'm like so bad at it."
I'm the
and it's
same.
honestly not because I'm bougie. Or anything. It's literally just because like I didn't know people clean
Same.
houses.
I like never learned.
you know?
if I like spill a little something on the counter, like I'll spit and just like still. And then
Oh,
my
yeah.
roommates are like, they're very clean people. Thank God.
that keep it nice and tidy
Yeah,
for
thank
you.
God for Ashley and
Yeah,
Isabella. They're
I-
so wifey.
I always needed help. Like I always need help because it's like really hard. And I
I've been trying so hard to become like type A. I feel like you're very like clean and organized and
I try, but I get so busy that I'm like a Tasmanian devil, and it's like that's the first thing that falls through the cracks is I'll like leave something in a pile or like
Yes. How do people get dressed without covering the floor and clothes?
Oh, I know. It's so weird. I think when it's too organized, it's like you look like a psychopath. You know what I mean? Like, and everything's like in its perfect spot. I was like, oh my God, just like have something be a mess. When people are like, oh, I can't leave a dish in the sink. And I was like, oh my God, like,
I would
is it
just
that?
love a little more organization in my life.
Same. I
but
need a little. I think you would hire people to help you. I think I need to do that because
Yeah.
our house is like
Every time I do that, my shit just goes to shit after a week.
Oh, have you
though.
done it?
Yes. Like they'll come color code on my and then the next week it's like,
Yeah, that'd probably be me too, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not like an organized person, but I know where everything is. When people do come to organize my house, I'm always like, where is the everything? I can't find anything, you know, but
you
Yeah,
just
that
have
would be the
a
worst.
museum over here though. Like today I was doing a like tour for my vlog of all the stuff you have and it's so cool.
don't
Every
forget
corner.
your picture.
Oh my God,
your giant
Trisha.
poster.
Trisha's giving me a photo of her as King Tut to hang in my house and I'm so excited. Being you as King Tut was my favorite costume I've
That was
ever done.
so good.
That was so
and then
funny.
Brooke was Moses.
It was
That
so
was-
fun.
That was cute. That was a surprise because like we had no idea. I thought you were just like being Trisha's or something like that.
No, I felt like weirdly hot as King Tut too. It's like kind of
Yeah.
hot. Makoa was like flirting with me too. I was like, oh my God.
In
Like,
the outfit.
I didn't know you were into this.
No, you look
babe.
really good in it. It showed like the right amount of cleavage.
But no one
and-
can do it like you. Even when I was trying to do the dance with the hairbrush, I was like, Tana, like the
I should have
queen.
sent you the hairbrush. I forgot that when I sent it to you. And I saw it, I was like, oh, I should have given you the hairbrush. I still have it. It would have been so cute.
It
but
was so good. Stop. But no, obviously no one does it like you. I just felt like it was the best day
I was
ever.
honored. I'm always honored. You know what I mean?
I'm going to start dressing up as different versions of you every year. Unless you tell me to stop.
Like me after I take Ozempic, I was like, oh my God, that's what I would look
Girl.
like. You know what I mean?
You better
See,
stop.
Lizzo was Ozempic for her Halloween costume.
I think it's cool that she flipped because like South Park, I guess, did an episode about calling a product like Ozempic, but they called it Lizzo. So I think
I
she was
didn't
like
know
flipping it on its head. I think
She also looks so good. Like she looks like amazing.
she slayed.
Yeah.
She slayed that. She really did.
All the Halloween costumes. I wish they would do stuff like that around Christmas time. Because like Thanksgiving's coming up and it's just like, ugh, what do you do around Thanksgiving? Like
I know.
can't be festive. Can't decorate a turkey.
I know. It's
You
like
know?
it's just for eating. There's nothing like the decor for Thanksgiving bores me.
You both go to Vegas for Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. Hey
Yeah.
girl. You wanna come? Come to Vegas.
Oh my! What do you? Because you do like a big thing, right? Don't you have like a big?
Yeah, my ex-husband does, so we all do it at his house. And
Is it like EDC-ified? Like are you like
it's-
taking Molly with the turkey?
no, it's not. But he's very into throwing events, so it's just really big and like it's always catered and stuff.
That's so fun.
That's. I can't even imagine being with someone because you're like so introverted. Being with someone who's so like extroverted and loves doing events and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of a challenge for a while because I was extra introverted, more introverted than now. I feel like 5 to 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were like, which is, but did you come across as extroverted when you met him? Where you're like, I love partying.
Well, I was always out every night,
Oh, I
and so I think
see.
he thought, "Oh, perfect match,"
Aw.
you know. And we
Yeah.
did meet at one of his festivals.
Oh, so,
So,
he's like,
but I had
That's
liquid courage back
crazy.
then too. So then I
Yeah.
just went like after I had my kids, I went through a severely introverted phase.
Yeah.
just wanting to be at home.
That's,
and like,
were you ever like at a point with him where it was like, oh my God, we have to go to EDC again? Like, were you like over all the?
No,
because
I
there's
was-
lots of other insomniac events. Right?
Yeah, there's a ton we would go to. I always thought they were fun, but then I would always want to just kind of stay in one place at the festival, and he wants to like walk around the entire thing and let's go to front of house and da da da. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
my God,
I'm
it's
like
such
you.
a big crowd.
really,
Yeah.
you didn't like it even with the. I feel like that's like so cool though to be with the person that like is. That,
Yeah. Would you
know
like
what I mean?
helicopter into? So fun.
Oh,
So fun. That is exciting.
Although I probably would get anxious too. I probably would be like, I like the idea of it, but also I'd be like, actually, I can't do that. But
Yeah,
it sounds
EDC
fun.
is just a lot too. That's the thing. I've been to like 10.
Have
so
you?
like I yeah, oh my God, I was sneaking in at like 12. like it was so
Wait,
which
you can't
is-
go if you're underage.
You have to be 18, I think, right?
Oh, why? People like naked or something?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just there's alcohol and stuff, and people want to stay safe. And
Yeah.
Oh.
And people like the ravers definitely take a lot of extracurriculars.
I know nothing about it. I just know it's
Yeah.
like a light festival, right?
You would hate raving.
Yeah, I think
It's like-
crowds late at night.
Yeah, even now I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how I had the energy to do that. It's like till
That'd be
6
fun,
a.m.
though. Maybe that can be on our Time Travelers show. We go to EDC as
Oh, he's like,
2002.
That's fun.
2012. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
like
fun.
that'd be cute. That'd be fun. Just lots of ideas.
Stop.
Aliens.
I can't wait
and-
for everything we're doing together. I just want to say,
super
by the way, I
excited.
keep fidgeting and I feel like the viewers going to think I look uncomfortable, but these tights are like inside me.
Oh no.
Like they're really like up.
They're
Because
Holly
they're
tights,
Holly
yeah.
size tights and I'm not
You guys are
Holly
the
size. Girl. Those tights went on with ease with her, and I felt like I was stuffing a hot dog into like.
It is. They are short skirts. I forgot. I usually wear shorts underneath mine, so I also have been fidgeting. I'm very much like, okay, let me put it right here just in case. But I think you look good. You slay. Okay, do you know what these outfits are? You know yours now. The Sabrina Carpenter song that she is in these. You know, the Juno.
Yeah, is Juno one of her songs or no?
I just found out about this too. Yes, Juno's about wanting to get pregnant, like Juno.
Oh, yeah, I love
yeah. So
that
she always
movie.
has a new position every night in the Juno outfit. So she always has like a new one.
Oh, that's iconic.
So these are the Juno outfits. I love them so much. Thanks for dressing up as Sabrina Carpenter.
Thanks for
Stop, I
getting
love
all
it.
this together for
Oh
us.
my gosh, this was the funnest
This was
thing
the
ever.
best day ever.
get
I'm
everything.
serious. I'm so
Yes.
grateful for both of you.
It was so fun. Should we show the donuts real quick? Can we
Yes.
show them?
Oh,
yeah, we have to
'Cause they're
try the
so
donuts.
cute.
And
yeah.
Trisha, you just make everything happen. Like showing up today, there's like 8 custom costumes, wig people, everything. Like I literally, I felt like a kid in a candy store today.
I would have because we were supposed to do a third look and I wanted to coordinate it, but you gave no photo references. And then
I'm the worst.
And then when you got here, and I was just like, okay, so you're like your photographer's coming. You're like, no, and I was like, I had to go back. I'm like, oh my god, what did I fumble this? Because I really wanted
No.
to get everyone's together.
Because I was
felt so
on
bad.
tour while we were planning this,
Yeah.
and it just like almost felt
knew
like
you were busy.
like a dream state. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like this is like it felt like something that was never gonna like eventually happen, you know? And I was just like,
it did feel that way. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like get the outfits
yeah,
made.
and you slayed.
It's
and
kind of like build it, they will come.
awesome.
You know, like I have everything. So, but I'm glad it
no, the
worked out.
Disney photos and these are so good, and like my like a poorly planned Y2K look can happen 6 months from
No,
now.
I love
It'll
it.
be in our calendar.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love the Y2K. I just was trying to think. I was like, okay. I was like, what can I be with it? And
Yeah.
I still have it, but
No, I think 2 costumes in a day is also still like 2 different wigs. Like,
Yeah.
we did it. We were all little baldies. We looked like aliens. It was
yeah,
cute.
it was cute.
Like with our other.
Yay! Holly brought the Ghostbuster Krispy Kremes.
Oh my god.
Yum.
With the
Thank
little
you so
spooky
much.
plates.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moses.
Thank you, Moses. Yay.
Wait, how cute.
Are you a donut person?
Yes. Well, I'm a Krispy Kreme person. All other donuts to me
Yeah?
are like dry
Oh my god.
for this.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Wait,
It
Trisha
smells
pose.
So good. I made it. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, you look gorgeous.
I had the makeup on for like since noon. It's been like a minute.
No,
So
it's
cute, the little-
slaying.
The little puff, the little puff man. What's his name?
Stop.
I don't know
I've never seen
Ghostbusters. I know,
Ghostbusters.
same.
Oh, man.
I know they're like,
Marshmallow Man?
what do they
Which ones are you
say?
guys gonna try?
I want that orange one. It's speaking to me.
What's this little goober?
I love
Teeth.
Goober.
Slimer.
Slimer.
Thank you.
This looks like the one
Oh
that would
my
be in your
God.
house. Like this, when you describe it, this is how I picture that little ghost in your house.
Not
just chilling.
kidding.
Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Ooh, that one's
He's
cute.
super glazed.
He's so
Oh my gosh.
cute.
Okay,
Oh my
I'm so
god, I love
excited.
Krispy Kreme. Ready?
Ready?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
so good.
Whoa, look
got
at the
green
green
ooze.
inside.
Oh my god, yum.
But you don't, do you like ooze inside of things?
Not usually, but this is tasty. It tastes like kind of like green apple.
I like
God.
filling inside donuts.
It's so good. Yeah, I guess I do sometimes.
These sprinkles are hard. I just almost lost a veneer.
Oh my god, that'd be so good if you did though. Because
You know, I thought about that earlier when I was eating that wrap. I was like, if I lost a tooth here, it'd be fine. I always think about that everywhere I am because I'm
But
paranoid
why?
I'm gonna.
I know we're wrapping it up, but like, why are you always losing your teeth?
I know, right?
Like, I don't understand because like no one else does, or do they? They just not post about it.
I
think
think
they'll
people
post.
people do know and again. I think I definitely have a special case. I think I got on, but when I get
think?
some time off, I'm gonna
Your teeth
I'm
are
gonna
so
get it
good.
right.
Both of you have such good teeth. I
Oh my
really do
God,
need to
stop.
get the veneers.
Do not get veneers.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like I think that. Well, I mean, I guess I'm very against it because I think the technology has improved a lot. Like when I did it, it was just like shave them down to shark nubs. Like even in the last 5 years now, there's so many more like composite and like other things. But
I'm going to
you
the
just have great teeth.
No, I'm
Yes,
going to
you
the
do.
dentist for the first time in like 10 years in Thursday.
Oh my god, are you scared?
Yeah, I'm terrified because they hurt. So I know there's something wrong with it. Like I did teeth whitening strips. I put them on for like 1 second and just like pain shot through my gums. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. And then I just thought like, is all those chemicals getting into, like, there's a hole in my tooth somewhere. All those chemicals just got, because I had headaches for like the past week and I was like, I think I poisoned myself. So I really need to like,
Oh my
I'm
god,
scared. I hate
Trish.
the dentist so much, but I need to go.
It's probably just like a cavity or like maybe you need a root canal. But I swear,
What's a root canal? That sounds so scary.
it's like if your cavity is like a little worse, you need a root canal. But when I tell you, I've had like 20 of them.
You have.
And like now I'll get a root canal like I get like a donut. Like
What's
it's so easy.
The recovery time is what?
Nothing.
Like, can I go sing? Like, can I do it before my little Christmas shows?
Well,
Or wait,
Oh, before your shows? Yes. Like, not like right before a show. Not like right before
like
rehearsal.
a couple weeks before a show.
Oh, you could do it a day before a show.
Really?
You're fine. Because you just can't do anything with your numb mouth for a couple hours.
I love a numb mouth though. Like I did love my C-section because I was so numb and I was kind of like nice. To
Yeah,
not
you and
feel
Moses
anything.
could have fun with your numb mouth or something.
I guess you couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. But then you could end
Yeah.
up like biting. No, but let me stop.
Wait, that was a point of contention at the beginning of a relationship. He told me that mine were too teethy.
Who?
Moses. He's like, you use a lot of teeth.
You're
and I
biting
was like, and I never heard that. And I was like, I'm never doing it again, okay? Because I didn't know. I wasn't trying.
Oh my God.
I was so embarrassed. It was like a week into dating too, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
At least they just got it right out of the way. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's true. I think that's why we have a perfect relationship now is because like in the beginning he was so blunt about everything he liked and didn't like, and I was like, oh my God, that's like so rude. But now I'm like, now we're good.
I love that though, like
Yeah.
because if you let things like fester,
That's true.
I mean, dick biting's a little different, but like if just anything,
You wouldn't
know,
let it happen? I mean, I guess I understand it if it hurts. I guess you should tell somebody.
yeah, that's fair.
I had to learn. I was like, I don't know. Like, I just putting my like tongue around my teeth. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but
Yeah, it's like I mean, sucking is like really.
You have to tuck
art
your
form.
top lip over your top,
oh, wait, really? I've never done that.
and
That
then
sounds
stick your tongue obviously is over your lower
Where?
teeth.
over the lower teeth. That sounds. Did you do it that way?
I'm trying to
Becomes a
think now. I
Patreon.
have to like imagine myself sucking, and I don't even know anymore.
That's good to know, actually, because I actually had no idea, and he was the first one to ever tell me that. And I was like, what? Like, I still probably do. I never really corrected it, but maybe I'll try it now. I'm like, well,
Stop.
Yeah.
I need to get more fun. Oh my God, let's stop. We need to stop
Sorry.
this right now before I say things.
Yeah, this is I love doing late podcasts. Always with Tana, it's always like late. Usually I do my podcast like 10 a.m. and now I'm like 10 p.m.
And we get like delirious hours, and we just
It is
start
kind
like.
of delirious at this point. I was like, oh my God, what did we talk about? There's a lot. I loved all of it. But
I always know we're like getting tired when you and I just start like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
This
you
was
for
so fun.
everything.
Yes, Trisha, this has been the best day ever.
Photo
I'm
shoot,
so
and then I tricked you
excited.
into a podcast. Like, let's also do a quick little podcast.
No, I'm so happy we did.
You guys were so down. I loved it.
Best
so.
day ever. I can't wait for the
Yay!
future.
Check out Cancel. Check out Girls Next Level. And check out all the Patreons. And yeah, thank you, Holly. Thank you, Tana. Vegas, here we come. Watch
We
out,
love,
win.
yes, seriously, watch out, win.
Don Yasmin, EDC, here we come.
Yes.
Okay, bye.